10 News in High Definition is sponsored by Rusty Wallace Automotive Group. 10 News on WBIR starts now.
Right now on Live at 5 at 4, we are continuing to follow the deadly mass shooting yesterday in Nashville. The new details, we are learning about the suspect and the victims.
And we're getting a first look at the police response. We'll break down what we've learned from police body cameras.
And we are at the state capitol where moms are demanding action. I'll have more on the protest coming up in just a second.
Plus, the trial for two Knoxville teenagers accused of murdering Stanley Freeman Jr. is underway. We'll share highlights from day one of testimony.
We are continuing our coverage this afternoon of the deadly mass shooting that killed 3 students and 3 adults at a Nashville school yesterday. It happened at a private Christian school about 20 minutes south of downtown. That's in the Green Hills community. Officers say they confronted 28-year-old Audrey Hale on the campus of the Covenant School. Investigators say the suspect entered through a side door by shooting out the glass. 14 minutes after the first 911 call, police confirmed the suspect was dead. We have learned Audrey Hale identifies as transgender, and we are including gender identity because investigators have suggested the fact may play a role in the motive behind the shooting. Police have identified the victims as 3 9-year-olds. Their names are Evelyn Deekhouse, Hallie Scruggs, and William Kenny. All 3 adults were in their 60s, Cynthia Peak, Catherine Kuntz, and Mike Hill. Metro Police in Nashville earlier today released body camera video of the police response to the shooting. Vinay Simlot joins us live from the newsroom to break it down for us. Vinay.
And Robin, we want to warn you, the video you're about to see is pretty graphic. Based on the video, you'll see Nashville police shot and killed Audrey Hale 17 minutes after Hale entered the school. Surveillance video shows Audrey Hale shoot through the side doors just after 10:10 in the morning. The police chief says this is when Hale shot the school janitor, Mike Hill.
She sprayed rounds through the glass, striking him.
Metro Nashville police say at 10:13, police got the call of an active shooter. At that time, Audrey Hale is walking through the school to the church office, surveillance video shows.
But as officers were approaching the building, there was gunfire going on.
About 10 minutes later, body cam video released by Metro Nashville Police shows officers arriving on the scene. One adult tells officers where students are.
We're all locked down, but we have 2 kids that we don't know where they are.
Okay.
Another helps them get in the school.
Give me 3. Let's get 3.
Officers enter through a locked door a minute after arriving on scene.
Let's go!
Metro Nashville Police released body cam video from 2 officers, Officer Rex Engelbert and Officer Mike Colazzo.
They go 2nd floor.
Officer Colazzo and his team tried the 2nd floor first, but find the door locked.
No, locked door.
They find a path upstairs. They hear gunshots.
Shots fired, shots fired, shots fired, move.
Officers walk past a body on the ground. We've decided not to show that part of the video on TV. Downstairs, Officer Engelbert and his team are clearing rooms.
Metro Police, open the door!
As they move upstairs, they hear the same gunshots. Officer Engelbert steps forward and fires, killing Audrey Hale. Officer Colazzo runs toward Hale and fires.
Stop moving!
Nashville police say Audrey Hale died at 10:27 Monday morning, 2 minutes and 15 seconds after officers entered the school.
Suspect down, suspect down.
Now, the video shows Audrey Hale fall to the ground after officers fired. We've decided that is too graphic to show on air. We have a link to the full video on our website, WBIR.com. Another note, Metro Nashville police say Audrey Hale purchased 7 guns legally from 5 different stores. We don't know how long it took Hale to buy those guns. The police chief says Hale was under a doctor's care for an emotional disorder. Robin?
Vinay, thank you. Again, 6 victims died. We don't have photos yet for most of them. They do include 3 9-year-olds and 3 staff members in their 60s. You can see all of their names right now on your screen. We are still working to learn more about each one of them. In Nashville, the Covenant Church and school campus still a crime scene at this time. Wendy Woolfolk explains the latest details now from Nashville.
Next, let's go.
First responders run toward the danger at Covenant School.
I think you saw what they were dealing with, which was a prepared shooter with lots of ammunition who was clearly shooting at them as they were coming in.
Textbook police work. Officers scanning room by room, following the sounds of gunfire.
Go.
Finally confronting 28-year-old Audrey Hale, a former Covenant student, ultimately killing her.
Suspect down, suspect down.
According to investigators, the shooter was under a doctor's care for, quote, an emotional disorder, but was still able to buy 7 firearms from 5 different stores in the area legally.
We also don't have a motive at this time. We feel that these students that were targeted were randomly targeted. 6
innocent lives lost. Not random for family and friends who will never see them again. Wendy Woolfolk, NBC News, Nashville.
Meanwhile, there has been outcry for action following yesterday's shooting, with some urging lawmakers to act now. 10 News reporter Mary Klingler joins us live from Nashville. And Mary, the focus today shifting for some lawmakers and for critics as well.
Robin, that's absolutely right. What we have felt out here today is a lot of anger from people. On the other side of this building, we are outside the state capitol right now, but on the other side of the building, hundreds of people are over there protesting, and it's Moms Demand Action specifically, along with the Nashville community here at the State House. Now, calling on lawmakers to reject new gun bills up for consideration right now. Now, this year, lawmakers proposed a bill to make it easier to arm teachers, and one to lower the carry age from 21 to 18. Now, these protesters are saying that they want deeper background checks and more restrictions on carry permits in Tennessee. We also talked to the House Speaker, Cameron Sexton, specifically asking what's next? What are you planning to do about these gun bills? And here's what he has to say.
There's just evil people out here, and evil people are going to do evil things. And so as we move forward, I think we're going to let the investigation go through. But it has conversations about mental health. You know, that's one thing. People want to talk about guns. That's something else you can discuss. You can talk about school safety in public and private schools. You know, there's reports out there that she may have been targeting another private school, but the security was too much, and so she did not go there. So I think right now there's so much information out there. We need to let it kind of go through and find out what is really fact.
Now, parents say yesterday they were shocked, and today they are angry. Now, we talked to Cameron Sexton, some more topics, and he said before they make any moves, they need to do some thorough investigating to find out why this woman felt the need to go and shoot at a school. We'll keep you updated. Of course, we'll break down more from Sexton coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Mary Klingler live in Nashville for us. Mary, thank you very much. And we will continue to follow any further developments out of Nashville, both on air and online. We will have more updates coming up on 10 News at 5. All right, we take a break from the headlines to take you outside. You're looking live at downtown Knoxville. It's not been a particularly sunny day in East Tennessee, much cooler than it was yesterday. So we turn to meteorologist Todd Howe for the very latest now. Todd.
Yeah, thank you so much, Robin. I hope you're having a very good Tuesday, folks. We have had the clouds, cooler temperatures, got rain showers taking place right now in the mountains above Gatlinburg. Yeah, we've even seen a band of rain showers that's persisted across far eastern areas, as that's what we're seeing right now, some steady rain falling over Gatlinburg. Again, we're seeing mixed clouds and a little bit of sunshine here in the valley, but that's a live view over Gatlinburg. Notice the green continue to come out, certainly, and a lot of things blooming, and a pretty scene, but clouds and rain showers in the mountains and foothills. Downtown Knoxville, we are dry but cloudy, 57 degrees. Our temperatures have so far today stayed in the 50s with the clouds around. Winds are currently out of the south at 5, humidity 62%. Notice Oak Ridge, 66 56 degrees with a little bit more sunshine. Certainly one of the warm spots, 57 in Crossville up to Huntsville, 60 in Wartburg to Sweetwater, 55 in Pigeon Forge. Now, here's the deal tonight. Clearing skies, light wind, a frost advisory will be in place for low temperatures in the low to mid-30s, near and just below freezing on the plateau. But here in the valley, looks like mid-30s. A frost advisory will be in place from 2 a.m. tonight through 9 a.m. Wednesday morning. And tomorrow night, we could see another chance for scattered frost with temperatures in the 30s. So there's what we're seeing right now. Again, those scattered light rain showers making the way through eastern portions of the mountains and foothills. Robin?
All right, Todd, thank you very much. Just into our newsroom, 2 children were hospitalized following a DUI crash. This according to the Tennessee Highway Patrol. It happened yesterday in Loudoun County, according to THP. Dwight Bell was driving southbound on I-75 when he rolled his vehicle off the road. In the vehicle, 5 children, with 2 of them taken to UT Medical Center with what are described as severe injuries. Bell now faces multiple charges, including driving under the influence and vehicular assault. All right, now the trial is underway for 2 Knoxville teenagers facing murder charges. 16-year-old Rashawn Jordan and 18-year-old DeAndre Davis are being tried as adults in the death of Stanley Freeman Jr. That 16-year-old was shot and killed as he left Austin East High School in February 2021. His family described him as an intelligent young man with a bright future. Well, today we heard opening statements. 10 News reporter Grace King was there and joins us live outside of the courtroom. And Grace, walk us through what we learned today through testimony.
Robin, the state says they believe this was most likely a case of mistaken identity. They say Jordan and Davis meant to go after a different Honda Accord, not the one that belonged to Stanley Freeman. That's just part of what we heard today in their opening statements. They walked through a lot of evidence this morning that they plan to present this week, including social media posts, photos, and cell phone pings. All of that will be crucial to their arguments this week.
At the conclusion of this case, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dillon and myself, we're going to stand back before you and ask that you hold Mr. Jordan and Mr. Davis accountable for their conduct on February 12, 2021.
The state hopes they have enough evidence to convince the jury that Davis and Jordan are responsible for Stanley Freeman's death. The defense team say there isn't enough evidence to prove they did it beyond any reasonable doubt.
I believe that the state would leave you with more questions than answers to what happened. We are not dealing with ifs, maybes, or possibilities of whether Mr. Jordan did it. No.
We've heard testimony from a few different people today, including Stanley Freeman's father, a Knoxville School Security Division officer, and a couple KPD officers. We'll share what we've learned from them coming up at 5 and 6.
Grace King live in downtown Knoxville for us. Grace, thank you. And all week, we will have a team of reporters covering this trial from the beginning to end. We will bring you updates each day of the trial, both on air and online at WBIR.com. You are watching Live at 5 at 4 and ahead as the nation grapples with the latest mass shooting. Some of you are raising questions about gun violence in children. Our Verify team explores whether firearms are the leading cause of death of children in the U.S. That's at 4:55. And maternal mortality rates are climbing in the U.S. Why doctors say more mothers are dying during childbirth and how they want to help.
Every new Nissan comes with Rusty's exclusive 200,000-mile warranty and get up to $7,500 over book value for your trade. Come cut down the nets at RustyWallaceNissan.com.
It's Hamrick's Spectacular Spring Home Event. Americana Garden and Home Decor, 50% off. 8-inch Squishmallows, $10. 3-piece quilt sets, price break, $16.98. Large tumblers and quenchers with straws, $14.98. Yummy canned bacon cooker, $8. 25-foot silver bullet hose, $14.98. And new Pets Know Best pet items, 20% off. Hamrick's Spectacular Spring Home Event.
At Milligan Vein, we understand it is frustrating to deal with leg pain. On your initial visit, you will see Dr. Milligan and then one of the doctors on staff for every one of your appointments. If you experience restless leg, spider, or varicose veins, swelling, or even wounds that just won't heal, Milligan Vein can offer solutions. When it comes to your legs, trust the experience of Dr. John Milligan and Milligan Vein.
Here's what to do after a car wreck to protect your rights. It can make the difference between a small settlement and a large settlement. First, call the police and file an accident report. Second, and if you're able, take pictures of the incident scene. Third, get the names of any witnesses. And finally, call us at Weddell Marquis. We know your rights, and we know how to protect them. It's more to us. It's personal.
Keep the excitement of the NBA season rolling with FanDuel. Right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win. So bet on everything from spreads to same-game parlays. And when you win, you can get paid instantly. Now that's truly a thing of beauty. Make every moment more with FanDuel. New customers get a no-sweat first bet and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win.
Before and bath fitter. Before and bath fitter. If you have a before bath, now's the time to call Bath Fitter to get a beautiful after. With our unique tub over tub process, there's no mess or stress. Spend smart on a beautiful new bath done right, backed by a lifetime warranty. Join over 2 million happy customers who know it just fits. Bath Fitter. Visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
What? What's that? Corned beef? Ooh, melty stuff. Sauerkraut? Plus Thousand Island? On special bread? Oh, got it. That's Arby's Reuben. Arby's, we have the meats.
Download the 10 News app for severe weather alerts, live radar, and the most up-to-date forecast. The 10 News weather team is here to help keep you safe.
Live from WBIR and all over East Tennessee, it's Live at 5 at 4.
Welcome back, everyone. We want to check into our newsroom. That's where John Becker is standing by with a rundown of what we can expect on 10 News at 5. Hey, John.
Good afternoon, Robin. Our coverage of the school shooting in Nashville continues tonight. What we're hearing from lawmakers, what they're saying about this case one day later. Could the shooting derail efforts to pass new bills looking to further ease restrictions on guns in the State House? We will bring you a status check on that question and others from the state capitol. Also in the legislature, a new twist in the debate about a change supporters call school choice and critics say is a sure way to erode the health of public schools. The status of vouchers and the chances we will see them expanded to Knox County. Also, a key Lady Vol turning pro, the impact Jordan Horston had on the team and her future in the WNBA. Robin?
All right, John, thank you very much. We'll see you at 5. Well, the Knox County Sports Authority met today and they discussed efforts to recruit and hire minority and women-owned small businesses for construction of the downtown Knoxville Stadium project. That $114 million stadium will house the Tennessee Smokies baseball team, as well as concerts and sporting events. In a meeting today, project leaders say they've started to engage contractors for the project through the Diversity Business Enterprise, which is a list of all certified diversity businesses.
We can change the business environment here by building this type of infrastructure and blueprint for diversity business participation.
The CEO of Boyd Sports, who is spearheading this project, says they are focused on maintaining the history behind the location of that stadium. All right, we are taking you back outside, this time to our weather porch, where we are much cooler than we were yesterday and the day before. We are in the 60s today, probably because the sun has not been out that much. We want to turn once again to meteorologist Todd Howell to talk about what we can expect as the day wears on, Todd.
Yeah, we've seen those clouds, the cool temperatures, and even some of those scattered rain showers that are lingering in the mountains. These will continue to gradually move on out. Matter of fact, the theme, the weather story tonight, gradual clearing skies, colder temperatures, and a chance for scattered frost. A frost advisory will be in place tonight, starting at 2 a.m. Early Wednesday morning, running through 9 a.m. in the morning. We'll talk more about that in a moment, but we have seen those steady rain showers making their way through southern parts of Monroe, Blount, Sevier, into Cobb counties, basically the mountains and foothills. That is a live view from our Gatlinburg camera. Taking you to downtown, looking right down Gay Street. Hope you're having a real good Tuesday, folks. We are looking at cloudy skies, still mostly cloudy, some peaks of sunshine, varying amounts of sunshine, a little bit more in the western part of East Tennessee in our viewing area versus the eastern areas, and that's why we do have a gradient and contrast in temperatures. 57 in Knoxville. Winds have been light and variable south at 5. Currently, the pressure falling, 2.44 degrees, humidity at 62%. So here's a check of those temperatures. Oak Ridge is almost 10 degrees warmer than Knoxville. Some more sunshine coming out, and 66 in Oak Ridge, one of the warm spots, but most areas, especially eastern areas, are still in the 50s due to the cloud cover. Then you get down the Southern Valley, you got some low to mid 60s, 62 in Lenoir City, 63 in Athens, up on the plateau, 60 in Wartburg, 57 in Crossville, 59 degrees up in Williamsburg, Kentucky. So here's a check of those forecast lows tonight. It is going to be colder. Now, a little bit of a light breeze initially, and that may help a little bit, but still looking at a chance for that frost to develop late tonight into the early morning hours Wednesday. So cold temperatures in the low to mid 30s pretty much area wide, and that's why we do have a frost advisory from 2 a.m. through 9 a.m. Wednesday. So cover up and protect those sensitive plants and flowers. Sensitive vegetation could be damaged, certainly when we have these type temperatures and the chance for frost. Tomorrow night we'll also have a chance for those low temperatures to be cold enough and give us a chance for frost with maybe a little bit more lighter winds. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. First of all, we'll focus on tonight. Colder temperatures in the 30s, scattered frost possible in the morning, cover up and protect those sensitive plants and flowers. May have to do it again tomorrow night. So here's what we're seeing. Again, we've got the clearing trend back to our west. There's the scattered rain showers, just a little bit of upper level energy squeezing out some of that light precipitation, mainly focused from around Pigeon Forge, just south of Dandridge, Newport, up into Greene County, and again, basically earlier right around towns of Wares Valley, and continuing to quickly move on off to the east. So Skywatch 10 radar shows most of those showers, and we just saw this on our Gatlinburg camera, starting to move south and east to Gatlinburg, south and east to Newport, so pushing from Tennessee into North Carolina, and that will continue to be the trend as we go overnight tonight. So with that, that's our forecast tonight. Again, gradual clearing, a colder night in the 30s, chance for that frost in the morning, but the good news, a beautiful day returns tomorrow for your Wednesday, and again on Thursday. Nice the next several days with the slow warming trend heading our way. We'll pick it up there, your full 7-day forecast coming up, Rob.
Looking forward to that little bit of a warm-up. All right, Todd, thank you very much. Let's check the roads now, taking you to our drive time maps, and pretty typical for 4:20 in the afternoon. You do have those slowdowns, especially there near Pigeon Forge. Our drive times pretty much where they need to be this time of the day, moving right along Pellissippi Parkway to Alcoa Highway, taking you 10 minutes to get there. Let's take you outside now. This is I-40 at Alcoa Highway. Now, you do see a slowdown there heading west, eastbound, going nicely, but west, take note of that. You can always stay up to date with the latest traffic conditions at WBIR.com. Coming up in the next half hour, the high cost and serious toll it takes to care for loved ones with Alzheimer's disease. More on how the company you work for could help you with benefits. That's at 4:30. But first, startling maternal death rates. The mortality rate for expecting mothers is skyrocketing. What we know and how experts are looking for solutions. That's coming up next.
Your boss thinks you're his best employee. You earn a double burger with tons of melted cheese. Also, you're self-employed. A supersonic double stack cheeseburger.
Sonic. They say there's a time and place for everything, but there's never a good time for a car wreck.
At Fox and Farmer, we work to keep you out of the courtroom
and get you more money than the insurance company wants to pay. We're all for you.
Call 531-9400.
When you need money and the banks have turned you down, Citizens Savings Loan has been lending money to good people with credit problems for over 100 years. At Citizens, it's easy. Apply now at citizensloan.com for the money you need.
It's the Rooms to Go Anniversary Mattress Sale. Double up on comfort with this special bonus buy. Get this Kingsdown mattress, any size, and get another same size or smaller free. Buy a king, get another king free. Buy a queen, get another queen free. Full or twin, and the second one's free. So if you need a queen mattress, buy one. Just $9.99 or $17 a month interest free, and get a second queen free. Plus, find other great mattress buys store-wide. Now at Rooms to Go.
Hey, East Tennessee, it's Chad, and it's time to tip off the tournament at Rusty Wallace Honda. During the month of March, you can take advantage of the madness by scoring deals just like these. Choose from the largest selection of new Hondas in the entire area. Take advantage of interest rates as low as 0.9%. And don't forget, every new Honda comes with Rusty's exclusive 200,000-mile warranty. Don't miss these bracket-busting deals. Hurry in before the buzzer sounds. Come cut down the nets at the intersection of selection, Rusty Wallace Honda, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
Create your perfect room with patio enclosures. Whether you are looking to get more use and enjoyment from an existing porch, patio, or deck, or create a brand new space for entertaining, relaxing, and more, we can build a sunroom or screen room perfect for you and your home. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing that fits your budget. Call today to schedule your free in-home estimate.
One and only patio enclosures. Sonic has treats under $2 and under $3. 'Cause cravings come in different sizes, just like pants. Except you don't eat pants. Sonic under $2 and $3 craves.
Sonic. It's round 2 of the Wheel of Fortune tournament, starring WWE Titans all day. Austin Theory, Bianca Belair, and Sonya Deville.
I was going to wear the same shirt today.
Weeknights at 7 on WBIR.
Chadwick Carr vanished almost 2 years ago.
I think personally he was abducted. I don't want to think any worse. We miss Chad.
Help us find the vanished. Tonight at 5:30 and 11 on 10 News.
Welcome back to Live at 5 at 4. A recent report shows a startling jump in the number of childbirth-related deaths in the United States. Recent CDC data shows a 40% increase in the U.S. maternal death rate. In 2021, 1,205 women died of maternal causes, compared to 861 in 2020. Experts say a number of factors are behind the increase, such as a rise in chronic illnesses, women waiting until they're older to start a family. But some think COVID played a big role.
Some pregnant women were not seeking medical care. They were not attending their routine prenatal care. When they had decreased fetal movements, they were concerned about contracting COVID and did not go in to be checked.
Experts say food insecurities, housing instability, and socioeconomic status play into the numbers as well. Coming up next, a Lady Vol makes a big decision about her basketball career. More on Jordan Horston's hopes to land in the WNBA. And looks like our Wednesday shaping up to be sunnier than our Tuesday. Todd has your midweek forecast coming up after this break.
Store, you already know that we're all about great sleep as Knoxville's favorite mattress store.
And of course, we're all about saving you the most money
on the best brands like Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster,
and Sealy.
Big bucks, baby!
Of course, we'll upgrade your mattress set
to a sweet adjustable sleep system. We'll also deliver
and set it up for free $99. Because here at the Bed Store, we're all about you, and of course, we'll even tuck you in.
Traveling in a Georgetown motorhome is luxury living on the road. Whether you love to spend your weekends in the Smokies or your summers in the Rockies, the comfort of home will go with you. Buddy Greg has the Georgetown motorhome to fit your luxury lifestyle. Stop by today and tour our inventory and see just how easy it is to live the RV life of your dreams. From sales to service and the best selection in East Tennessee. Visit Buddy Greg RVs and Motorhomes, I-40 and Campbell Station Road, your hometown dealership.
My wife had some health issues and she's not able to get in a conventional tub.
But she doesn't have to worry about that dangerous old tub anymore because American Home Design installed a new walk-in shower built for safety.
It just fits right into the decor.
American Home Design was the right call for us.
During our March Mania sale, you'll get 50% off installation, no payments, no interest for 12 months, and a free safety upgrade. Call now.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Yeah.
Sick.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Save on the aggressively sophisticated Toyota Highlander with room for the whole family. And now you can get 3.99 APR financing with 2 years no-cost maintenance included.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
I want to ride this pony, but I suffer from low E.
Millions of people are suffering from low energy, commonly known as low E.
With my low E, I can never finish this trending dance.
Low E has hurt my performance in the bedroom. I haven't been able to make the bed in years.
Now there's hope. Planet Fitness replaces low E with Big E, which keeps you energized and glowing all day. Simply join through the free PF app. $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, April 5th. That's my boy.
Ooh, that's a beautiful parlay. A lot of decisions go into a parlay like that. Or do they? While you're pouring over stats and matchups, there are thousands of fans who already did it for you. With popular parlays on FanDuel, you can bet the juiciest same-game parlays in seconds with just a few taps.
I was saving that.
And I was saving you. Call it even.
New customers get a no-sweat first bet and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win.
Coming up in this half hour of Live at 5 at 4, the high cost and serious toll it takes to care for loved ones with Alzheimer's. More on how the company you work for could help you with benefits. Plus, talking with your children about tragedy, how you can help them cope with the trauma of yet another school shooting. And are guns the leading cause of death for our nation's children? Our Verified team investigates. Good afternoon. Thank you once again for joining us for Live at 5 at 4. I'm Robin Wilhoit. We're getting you started on this Tuesday with another check of your forecast. It has been much chillier today across East Tennessee. You are looking at the Parkway in Pigeon Forge. And yes, you can see it has been cloudy as well, Todd. Probably good reason why it's been cooler today. The clouds keeping that sun from warming us up.
Yeah, absolutely, Robin. And even some scattered, mainly light rain showers having passed through parts of the mountains and foothills, including here in Sevier County. So the pavement's still a little wet. Most of those showers have moved out of Sevierville and out of Pigeon Forge and making the way out of Gatlinburg and into the mountains and western North Carolina side of the Appalachians. But you can kind of see some of this leftover condensation clouds where those showers have moved through in some of the crevices of the mountains. Matter of fact, here's a look at what we're seeing. Basically, just southeast of Gatlinburg, lighter rains tapering off up toward Hartford, Del Rio, near Cosby and Cobb County. Here comes the latest scan right here. We're looking at, again, some of those light rain showers moving quickly off to the east, and that will continue to be the trend. As we look right now in Knoxville, we got 57 degrees, and that's the current temperature. Has been a cool day with temperatures in the 50s and 60s right now. Oak Ridge is warmer, 66, but lows tonight will be cold in the mid-30s with a chance for scattered frost overnight and early in the morning. From 2 a.m. through 9 a.m. Wednesday morning, a frost advisory will be in place. So starting after midnight and again through 9 a.m. in the morning, we got a chance for that frost. Sensitive plants and flowers could be damaged tonight. So those lows tonight, again, cold enough to potentially give us that chance for scattered frost. And tomorrow night, we also expect to be back down in the 30s. So tonight and perhaps again tomorrow night, we have a chance for some frost. The good news, though, warming temperatures are going to be back with us as we go over the next several days. Here's a sneak peek at our high temperature trend. The rest of this week will go from the 60s back into the 70s later Friday and Saturday before another little slight cool down as we get into our Sunday. We'll talk more about our next round of rain expected by later Friday into early Saturday. That forecast coming up, Rob.
All right, we'll see you shortly. Todd, thank you very much. And now to your top 3 stories this afternoon. We continue to follow the latest out of Nashville, where there has been an outcry for action following yesterday's school shooting, with some urging lawmakers to act now. Moms demand action along with the Nashville community. They were at the State House today calling on lawmakers to reject new gun bills up for consideration. This year, lawmakers proposed a bill to make it easier to arm teachers and one to lower the carry age from 21 to 18. Protesters say they want deeper background checks and more restrictions on carry permits in Tennessee. Coming up on 10 News at 5, we will hear from Speaker of the House Cameron Sexton about the next steps for the legislature. Here in Knoxville right now, the trial is underway for two Knoxville teenagers facing murder charges. 16-year-old Rashawn Jordan and 18-year-old DeAndre Davis are being tried as adults in the death of Stanley Freeman Jr. In their opening statements, the state walked through a lot of evidence this morning that they say they plan to present this week, including social media posts, photos, and cell phone pings. All of that will be crucial to their arguments coming up this week. The state hopes they have enough evidence to convince the jury Davis and Jordan are responsible for Stanley Freeman's death. All week long, we will have a team of reporters covering this trial from beginning to end. We will bring you updates each day on the trial, both on air and online at WBIR.com. A new survey from the Alzheimer's Association shows the disease continues to affect thousands of caregivers in Tennessee, especially those over the age of 65. Many people have to leave their jobs unexpectedly to care for their loved ones. The survey shows more than 350,000 caregivers in Tennessee are unpaid. That's an increase from last year. Those people worked more than 400 million hours just last year. The Alzheimer's Association of Tennessee says if you leave a job to become a caretaker, the company you're working for could have some benefits that will help you. That group says it is working to help those caregivers.
This continues to be a problem, I think, more and more so because the numbers for diagnosis continue to rise. So we want to really focus in on what can we do to support our workforce locally.
Coming up at 5, we will hear from a woman who takes care of her husband who has Alzheimer's, the challenges she faces as a full-time caregiver. Tennessee women's basketball will be without a key player on this year's roster coming up next season. Karthik Venkataraman tells us about the Lady Vol star who declared for the WNBA draft today. Karthik.
Hey, Robin, how's it going? We've been waiting to see what Jordan Horston would do, whether she would take up her last year of eligibility or go to the WNBA. And well, today she announced that she will be going pro, the first team All-SEC selection. She finished this season second on the team in points. She was first in rebounds, first in assists, first in blocks, first in steals. Pretty much to sum it up, she does a lot for the Lady Vols. She played at UT 4 years, and as I mentioned, she had one more year of eligibility due to that COVID-19 year where all those athletes didn't play. She chose to go pro, but she's included in her announcement on her Instagram that, playing in the WNBA has been a dream of hers, and that's why she's elected to go. She's expected to be one of the top picks upcoming in the WNBA draft, but this is a big deal for the Lady Vols, obviously, because those are some big shoes to fill for whoever ends up starting in her place next season. Back to you, Rob.
You can say that again. All right, thanks so much, Karthik. Well, still to come on Live at 5 at 4, from success on the silver screen to helping people get hitched. See how Cocaine Bear officiated a couple's wedding. That's coming up at 4:45. But first, they were the faces of hope during the world's deadliest war, and now they're being honored for their service. How women who served stateside during World War II are getting some much-deserved recognition. That's coming up next.
Far too often, people are being seriously injured and hurt because of negligent drivers distracted by their cell phones. If you've been harmed by a negligent or distracted driver, the law is on your side. At Wedemark Keith, it's more to us. It's personal.
It would appear that the butler did it. But this isn't a whodunit film. It's a Nissan sales event. Now that's a killer deal. Good thing this Rogue has a VC turbo engine, unlike RAV4.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on Rogue.
Catch these offers while you can.
Channel 10 presents the Tennessee Lottery Educator of the Week.
Kim Lewinberg strives to make an everyday difference in the lives of her Dogwood Elementary students. Every day is a new opportunity, and Kim's drive as an educator is to guide her students to work towards success. She truly enjoys challenging her students positively and fostering connections with them, their families, and community. Congratulations, Kim. You're our Educator of the Week.
Brought to you by the Tennessee Education Lottery, proud to have raised over $6.6 billion for education in Tennessee.
Dancing is everything. Soccer is the best.
But her moderate to severe eczema could make it hard for her.
My skin was so itchy and my outfit was uncomfortable. Now, my skin's not as itchy.
Now, we're staying ahead of her eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion, and Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema, so they can have clearer skin and less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a wonderful thing.
Ask your child's eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal their skin from within.
Explore an extraordinary model range of new and pre-owned Maserati models at Harper Maserati, conveniently located in West Knoxville. Step away from the traditional luxury offerings and experience Italian elegance, style, passion, and performance. Italian luxury is more obtainable than you think at Harper Maserati. Harper Maserati offers new Maserati SUVs starting as low as $63,500. Test drive a new Maserati today at Harper Maserati, located at 10045 Parkside Drive and online at harpermaserati.com.
Here's what to do after a car wreck to protect your rights. Call the police and file an accident report. Take pictures of the incident scene. Get the names of any witnesses. Call us at Wedemark Keith. We know your rights, and we know how to protect them.
Welcome back to Live at 5 at 4. In the heat of World War II, their hard work kept American tanks rolling and bombers flying. And 80 years later, they're still being honored. From the factory floors to recruiting posters and songs, few women in American history are as iconic as Rosie the Riveter, putting their lives on hold to build the bombers and tanks that helped win the war. These Rosies are now being honored for their service. On Monday, these women were invited to Washington on the first honor flight dedicated to Rosies, a group proud of all that they accomplished in the war and for women both then and now.
We weren't doing it for honors or rewards. We were doing it to save our country and save our brothers and uncles and aunts, whoever were working.
Doing all that crappy work in a factory so they can put their lives on the line, it was worth it to have them come back.
While in Washington, the Rosies asked their tour guides to let them pose in front of the suffragette statue in the Capitol. They also visited the World War II Memorial. They so deserve that moment, their moment. Well, still ahead as we learn to cope with yet another national tragedy. Advocates are raising awareness about gun violence in children. Our Verified team looks into whether guns are the leading cause of death among children. That's coming up at 4:55. But first, explaining tragedies to your children, it can be difficult. Advice on how to open up that dialogue with your child. That's coming up.
Blood when you brush could lead to worse over time. Help stop the clock on gum disease now. Parodontax toothpaste is 3 times more effective at removing plaque bacteria, one of the main causes of bleeding gums. Parodontax, the gum experts.
Here's a look at what's coming up tonight on WBIR and NBC. This look at primetime is brought to you by Blunt Memorial Hospital, ready to help you catch up on care.
When your door is always open, so is the fridge. At Kroger, however you shop, in-store, pickup, or delivery, you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards. That's a win-win-win. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Nice.
Sweet.
Go big or go home.
What'd you say?
What's up? Enjoy the great outdoors in a legendary new 4Runner. Or save on the best-selling Tacoma, now with 3.99 APR financing, plus you get 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
When I got seriously injured by an 18-wheeler truck, I knew I needed Team NST.
At NST, we know trucking law to help you get paid.
NST Strong.
At Nahan Saharovich and Trotz, we work to get you lots.
The final 2 teams face off in Side Chick Mania, made up of the juiciest players we've seen in recent years. Team Spicy, we've got the perfectly crunchy Spice Baby. Team Sweet, we've got the glazed brisket biscuit. All new Side Chicks. Hail Marys for any sport.
So many games, so many teams.
So many decisions. decide to decide less.
Who are you?
Basketball decisions are hard. Betting popular parlays on FanDuel is not. Now you can see what parlays fans are already betting. Hop on the bandwagon, bet against the bandwagon, make your own wagon. It's an easy decision. And you know who decided it? You.
New customers get a no-sweat first bet and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win.
It's the final days of Ford Truck Month. Don't miss the best deals on Ford F-150. The only truck to offer available Pro Power onboard and an interior work surface so you can get it all done. All part of Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck 46 years straight. Don't miss the final days of Ford Truck Month. Get 0.9% APR financing for 60 months plus up to $2,500 total cash on the 2022 Ford F-150. Only at your local Ford dealer.
At Kroger, we want our produce to exceed your fresh expectations. We promise it's 100% fresh or you'll get 100% refund. Guaranteed. So no matter how you shop, rest assured you're getting the best of fresh. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Ray Varner Ford.
A 2019 Ford Ranger, Larry, 4x4, $38,975. Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
We are back, and we want to check in with John Becker once again in the newsroom with a rundown of what's coming up at 5. Hey, John.
Robin, good afternoon again. At the top of the hour, we take you back live to Nashville. More reaction from leading lawmakers to new facts we are learning today about Monday's school shooting in Nashville. Also, we'll check on the status of a bill in Nashville calling for an expansion of vouchers into Knox County schools. We'll hear the differences in support from Republicans on the House side and Republicans in the Senate. Also, another look at a missing persons case in our series Vanished. 2 years of waiting and still no answers for one family. We will hear from the mother of that missing man. And a Lady Vol-Star taking her talents to the WNBA, what it means to the team and for her future. Some of the stories we're tracking today at 5. Robin.
All right. Thanks so much. Well, when the movie Cocaine Bear hit theaters earlier this year, it became an unexpected hit. The film takes some creative liberties with the true story of a bear that came across some drugs in Georgia after a drug smuggler fell from the sky and landed in South Knoxville. Now, one couple has decided to make the bear a part of their big day. Sydney Darden takes us to the ceremony.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to bear witness. The happy couple, Alexander Venturino and Armando Elizondo of Pike County. The officiant,
y'all look so good, I could eat your faces off.
The cocaine bear himself. The whole thing started when Griffin Van Meter, the owner of Kentucky for Kentucky Fun Mall, saw the movie Cocaine Bear in theaters and decided to make the main character, nicknamed Pablo Escobar, the store's new mascot.
We had put out there that Cocaine Bear was interested in marrying people, and they reached out to us. And
the rest, as they say, was booger sugar history. Escobar swapped out his white bricks for a black top hat, as Alexandra and Armando, both dressed in wedding-appropriate white stuff, exchanged vows.
And Cokie the Bear even came back to celebrate the nuptials.
I like it a lot. It's nice. The bear's pretty cool. It's the only bear like that.
As the first couple to tie the knot in front of Cocaine Bear, they say this will definitely be a story to tell the grandkids.
By all the cocaine I ate in blue, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Y'all may eat each other's faces.
All righty. Well, it's a little cooler today, although spring is here, which means you do need to get that green thumb ready once again. So, what do you need to do if you are looking to start that spring garden? Well, first off, you're going to want to make sure pests like aphids stay away. A diluted solution of dish soap sprayed on plants will kill them and prevent them from coming back. Knowing what to plant can help as well. Butterflies and honeybees, they will benefit. We have several articles with gardening tips and information right now at WBIR. WBIR.com. And with that, we want to turn to meteorologist Todd Howell. Todd, we just have to be patient, though, when it comes to planting our gardens. Don't they always say wait until at least April 15th or maybe even a little longer?
Yeah, and that generally coincides with tax day. The general rule of thumb, no pun intended. Thank you, Eric. All right. Now, general rule of thumb, but yeah, that's the only one for today. We're looking at, waiting till after tax day pretty much gets us past the last average frost date. So it matches up meteorologically. Our last average freeze date is April 1st. Our last average frost date is April 14th. So if you say April 15th, which is generally right around tax day, you're pretty much in the clear. All right, so yes, that's definitely good to keep that in mind. And then you're in good shape. All right, here's what we're looking at. Let's look at the big picture, the long-range outlook for temperatures. Just wanted to show you this. Speaking of warmth, from April 5th through April the 11th, warmer than average temperatures, pretty good probability for that for the eastern half of the country and for the western half of the country. Cooler to colder than average temperatures. There's a higher probability to see colder than average temperatures across the western half of the U.S. What about precipitation? Well, it looks like we could be near to above average precipitation. Higher probabilities to be a little bit wetter than average during that same time frame. So a little warmer, a little wetter, perhaps as we move through the first 1 to 2 weeks of April. That's just kind of the big picture, which it is springtime. Everything's looking beautiful now, getting green, growing. All right, we do have a chance for frost tonight, more on that in a moment, but otherwise temperatures will slowly warm to the 60s the next couple of days. A couple of beautiful days ahead. Looking forward to that. 70s for Friday and near 70 Saturday, and then slightly cooler in the 60s on Sunday. Now, our low temperature trend, let's talk about this. A chance for scattered frost tonight and in the morning, and again tomorrow night and Thursday morning. So the next 2 nights, we got a chance for scattered frost. But after that, Thursday night, Friday, more in the 40s, and as you can see, much warmer temperatures as we get into Friday night, cooling back down Saturday night. But the next 2 nights, the main concerns with the chance for scattered frost. We are dry the next couple of days. Scattered showers developing on Friday, especially later in the day. Friday night is when the rain and scattered storms are most likely into early Saturday morning, but most of our chances for rain Saturday comes early in the day. The rest of Saturday into Sunday looks like we'll be drying back out. So the first weekend of April coming up looks to be fairly decent after those early morning heavier showers and maybe some stronger storms possible early Saturday morning. Here's a look at Newfound Gap camera. The rain showers falling in the mountains with temperatures in the 40s there. Our live view from Gatlinburg shows those condensation clouds as the rain showers from earlier having passed on out of the region, now moving into western North Carolina. And right now in Knoxville, we've got 57 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, 60s from Oak Ridge down to Sweetwater and Athens, but lows tonight, cold in the mid-30s. Frost advisory will be in place again from 2 a.m. tonight through 9 a.m. Wednesday. So protect and cover up those sensitive plants and flowers. They could be damaged. We are looking at the clearing skies, though, as we head through the rest of tonight, and that will continue to be the trend. So with clearing skies, colder temperatures, the 30s tonight, sunshine will be returning for your Wednesday, and really looking at a couple of pleasant days. We saw that temperature trend warming through the 60s. We'll be back in the 70s by the end of the week Friday, but with the warmer air comes the higher amounts of moisture. That's why we'll have scattered showers and thunderstorms, some of which could be strong later Friday night and early Saturday morning, then improving for the rest of the weekend into early next week. Robin?
Todd, thank you.
You're welcome.
We are continuing our coverage of the mass shooting on Monday at the school in Nashville. 3 9-year-olds and 3 adult workers in their 60s were killed at Covenant School. It's a private Christian school in the Green Hills community. Here in East Tennessee, this shooting hits home for many families. Some parents are trying to figure out how to talk to their children who may not understand or may be afraid. Ben Harrington of this Mental Health Association of East Tennessee, we spoke to him on Zoom just hours after the shooting yesterday. He says parents can look to resources in their children's school system to help, along with community groups with mental health professionals like the McNabb Center. Either way, he says, it is important your child knows it's okay to ask for help.
But moving forward, it is very healthy from the parents on down to the school personnel on down to each classroom to be able to convey the message that it is okay to not be okay. And it's okay to want to talk to somebody about what's troubling you.
Harrington says some indicators that something is wrong with your child include nightmares or anxiousness about returning to school. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health concerns, we have a list of resources available right here in East Tennessee. Just visit our website, WBIR.com. Coming up next, as the nation grapples with this latest mass shooting, some of you are raising questions about gun violence and children. Our Verified team explores whether firearms are the leading cause of death in children in the U.S. That's coming up next.
It would appear that the butler did it.
But this isn't a whodunit film. It's a Nissan sales event. Now that's a killer deal. Good thing this Rogue has a VC turbo engine, unlike RAV4.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select models.
Catch these offers while you can.
Seniors are overpaying for life insurance, sometimes more than twice the monthly rate of what they could be paying. If you've bought a guaranteed acceptance plan, please pay close attention. A 60-year-old male pays almost $90 a month for less than $11,000 in coverage with a guaranteed acceptance plan. But Senior Life Insurance Company qualified him for $11,000 in whole life protection for less than $48 a month. That cut his monthly life insurance rate in half and saved him over $500 a year. A 75-year-old female could save over $50 a month for more coverage by switching to Senior Life. That's a savings of over $600 a year. Call Senior Life now to compare your current policy and see how we could save you hundreds of dollars a year on your life insurance. We might even be able to help you get money back on your current overpriced policy. Stop overpaying for your life insurance. Call Senior Life Insurance Company now for your free quote.
Yeah. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah. Oh, wound up, step out of the way. Louder, get better with age. What can I say? Ooh, let me see you move your body. See you shake, you make them turn it up and drop. I'm all about it.
Right now at Planet Fitness, you can get that big fitness energy for just $1 down, $10 a month. No commitment, cancel anytime. It's a great deal, and our 17 million members agree.
You can say that again.
Okay, as I said, you can join for just $1 down, $10 a month.
What a deal!
So turn your low energy into big fitness energy and enjoy tons of equipment in a clean and spacious judgment-free zone to get that post-workout glow. So get going, or shall I say glowing? Join for just $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, April 5th.
Hey, East Tennessee, it's Chad, and it's time to tip off the tournament at Rusty Wallace Honda. During the month of March, you can take advantage of the madness by scoring deals just like these. Choose from the largest selection of new Hondas in the entire area. Take advantage of interest rates as low as 0.9%. And don't forget, every new Honda comes with Rusty's exclusive 200,000-mile warranty. Don't miss these bracket-busting deals. Hurry in before the buzzer sounds. Come cut down the nets at the intersection of selection, Rusty Wallace Honda, I-75 at Callahan Drive.
There have been 130 mass shootings in the United States this year alone. This according to the Gun Violence Archive. A mass shooting is defined as 4 or more people either injured or killed in a single gun-related incident. The organization also estimates that more than 400 children, 17 or younger, died in shootings in 2023. Now, this has leaders across the country making the claim that gun violence is now the leading cause of death for children in the United States. Mark Hannaran verifies that claim.
During a December press conference, Washington Governor Jay Inslee spoke about the increase in gun violence against children.
Today, gun violence, and this is shocking to me, is the leading cause of death of our young people.
Several viewers reached out to us to verify Governor Inslee's statement that gun violence is the largest cause of death in children. Our sources are the CDC, the New England Journal of Medicine, and the nonprofit, the Gun Violence Archive.
And so you're tracking all gun-related injuries and deaths?
all gun-related injuries and deaths.
Mark Bryant is the co-founder and executive director of the Gun Violence Archive, which was created in 2013. Their goal is simple: track in real time the number of gun-related deaths and injuries across the nation. And they do that with a team of 24 researchers in different regions that track things like law enforcement reports, including their social media accounts, along with traditional media accounts. So we asked him about Inslee's claim.
He says gun violence is the leading cause of death for young people, ahead of car accidents and cancer.
And the answer to that is yes. That is accurate. It only the crossing was this last year.
What's the other data show? The New England Journal of Medicine reports the top 3 leading causes of death in children are guns, vehicle crashes, and drug overdoses and poisonings. The CDC data shows gun-related deaths trending up in recent years. Their latest data is from 2020, when 2,500 people ages 17 and under died from gun-related incidents, up from nearly 1,900 in 2019. And in 2020, gun-related deaths outnumbered car crashes by about 800. But since the CDC's data is only available through 2020, we turn to the Gun Violence Archive for the last 2 years.
We know that there's a lot of reasons. You got a lot of kids carrying guns that shouldn't be carrying them.
To be clear, the CDC does include suicides in its numbers. The Gun Violence Archive does not. If they did, their numbers would be higher. But in 2021, they reported 1,573 children were killed in gun-related deaths. In 2022, that number climbed to 1,676, the highest number they've ever recorded. So we can verify, according to the data from the Gun Violence Archive, in 2022, guns were the leading cause of death in kids in the U.S.
Channel 10 presents the Tennessee Lottery Educator of the Week.
Kim Lewinberg strives to make an everyday difference in the lives of her Dogwood Elementary students. Every day is a new opportunity, and Kim's drive as an educator is to guide her students to work towards success. She truly enjoys challenging her students positively and fostering connections with them, their families, and community. Congratulations, Kim. You're our Educator of the Week.
Brought to you by the Tennessee Education Lottery, proud to have raised over $6.6 billion for education in Tennessee.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today. Patio enclosures.
Right now, with 5 strong storms possible later this week, where those storms are coming from and where they're headed.
Meteorologist Todd Howe will have an update on your forecast coming up.
And here at the state capitol, moms demand action. We'll have more on the protests that just took place here in just a few minutes.
And today, Nashville police released body cam video. We're getting a first-hand look at the police response, what we've learned from that footage.
And the trial for 2 Knoxville teens accused of murdering Stanley Freeman Jr. is underway. We'll have highlights from the first full day of testimony.
10 News in High Definition is sponsored by Rusty Wallace Automotive Group. 10 News on WBIR starts now.
We are learning new facts through video and investigators about that deadly school shooting Monday in Nashville.
Thank you for watching 10 News at 5. I'm Robin Wilhoit.
And I'm John Becker. Across the state, flags are at half-staff to honor the dead, and Music City is in mourning. 3 children and 4 adults, including the shooter, a Nashville native named Audrey Hale.
Police killed the 28-year-old suspect just minutes after arriving to Covenant, a small Presbyterian school. Today, we are learning more about how those events unfolded. Metro Nashville Police just released body cam footage from that morning. We are bringing you team coverage of what we learned today. 10 News reporter Vinay Simlot is with us to break down that body cam video.
And 10 News reporter Mary Klingler joins us live in Nashville with reaction from lawmakers tonight. Now, state lawmakers are looking to ease rules for gun owners. At the same time, other lawmakers are calling for more accountability for gun owners and tighter restrictions tied to guns at the federal level. In the case on Monday, investigators say the shooter shot out a window and entered the school with 3 weapons. 2 2 rifles and a handgun, all purchased legally in Tennessee. In a search of the shooter's home, authorities found more guns and detailed maps of the school indicating the former student drew up and planned the attack.
Among the victims, the school's headmaster, Dr. Catherine Kuntz, 61-year-old substitute teacher Cynthia Peak, and 61-year-old custodian Mike Hill. The children, all just 9 years old, identified as Evelyn Deekhouse, William Kenny, and Hallie Scruggs, the daughter of the lead pastor at Covenant Church. 10 News reporter Mary Klingler is live in Nashville with how lawmakers and critics are reacting to this tragedy. Mary.
Yeah, Robin, earlier, or yesterday, I should say, was more of a shock reaction from people here, and now it's turned into anger. That's happened pretty quickly. Over here at the State Capitol building, we have seen at least 100 people out here protesting about guns. Now, moms are demanding action today, along with the whole Nashville community here at the State House, calling on lawmakers to reject new gun bills up for consideration right now. Now, this year, lawmakers proposed a bill to make it easier to arm teachers and one to lower the carry age from 21 to 18. These protesters say they want deeper background checks and more restrictions on carry permits in Tennessee. We talked to House Speaker Cameron Sexton specifically about what's next and what are you planning to do about the gun bills. Here's what he has to say.
There's just evil people out here, and evil people are going to do evil things. And so as we move forward, I think we're going to let the investigation go through. But it has conversations about mental health. You know, that's one thing. People want to talk about guns. That's something else you can discuss. You can talk about school safety in public and private schools. You know, there's reports out there that she may have been targeting another private school, but the security was too much, and so she did not go there. So I think right now there's so much information out there. We need to let it kind of go through and find out what is really fact.
Like I said, parents saying that it was shock yesterday, and today it is angry. People are angry out here, and they are expressing that to our lawmakers. I talked to Cameron Sexton about several other things earlier today, and we're going to have more about that coming up at 6 p.m., so stick around for that update. Toss it back over to you in the studio.
Mary Klingler live in Nashville. Mary, thank you.
Today we have new photos of the officers who confronted and shot that 28-year-old suspect. Metro Nashville police sharing the pictures of Officer Rex Engelbert, a 4-year veteran of the force, and Michael Colazo, a 9-year veteran. Officers responding to that emergency call from the school at about 11 Monday morning. It took officers less than 15 minutes to find and kill the suspect.
Metro Police in Nashville earlier today released body camera video of the police response. 10 News reporter Vinay Simlot joins us live from the newsroom to break it down for us. Vinay.
Robin, we want to warn you, the video you're about to see is graphic. Based on the video you are about to see, Nashville police shot and killed Audrey Hale 17 minutes after Hale entered the school. Surveillance video shows Audrey Hale shoot through the side doors just after 10:10 in the morning. The police chief says this is when Hale shot the school janitor, Mike Hill.
She sprayed rounds through the glass, striking him.
Metro Nashville police say at 10:13, police got the call of an active shooter. At that time, Audrey Hale is walking through the school to the church office, surveillance video shows.
But as officers were approaching the building, there was gunfire going on.
About 10 minutes later, body cam video released by Metro Nashville police shows officers arriving on the scene. One adult tells officers where students are.
All locked down, but we have 2 kids that we don't know where they are.
Okay.
Another helps them get in the school.
Give me 3. Let's get 3.
Officers enter through a locked door a minute after arriving on scene.
Let's go!
Metro Nashville police released body cam video from 2 officers, Officer Rex Engelbert and Officer Mike Colazo.
They go 2nd floor.
Officer Colazo and his team tried the 2nd floor first, but find the door locked.
No locked door.
They find a path upstairs. They hear gunshots.
Shots fired, shots fired, shots fired, move.
Officers walk past a body on the ground. We've decided not to show that part of the video on TV. Downstairs, Officer Engelbert and his team are clearing rooms.
Metro Police, open the door!
As they move upstairs, they hear the same gunshots. Officer Engelbert steps forward and fires, killing Audrey Hale. Officer Collazo runs toward Hale and fires.
Stop moving!
Nashville police say Audrey Hale died at 10:27 Monday morning, 2 minutes and 15 seconds after officers entered the school.
Suspect down! Suspect down!
That video shows Audrey Hale fall to the ground after officers fire. We've decided that's too graphic to show on air. We have a full link to the video on our website, WBIR.com. Another note, Metro Nashville police say Audrey Hale purchased 7 guns legally from 5 different stores. We don't know how long it took Hale to buy those guns. The police chief says Hale was under a doctor's care for an emotional disorder. John, Robin?
Vinay Simlat with a breakdown of what happened yesterday.
Coming up at 5:30, we will hear from Congressman Tim Burchett live from Washington. He will answer some questions about federal gun laws. That's coming up at 5:30. And next on NBC Nightly News, hear from a woman who claims she received messages from the Nashville suspect before the shooting.
NBC News spoke to that person today. They say Audrey Hale sent a message that something bad was about to happen, and we will hear the response to that message.
What would you do if you were sent a message like that? You know, it was just like, hold on, I don't really know. I sent the message to my dad, and I was like, do you think I should say something or find somebody? He texted back, yes, in all caps. So after that, that's when I started making calls. I called the suicide prevention hotline, and then they told me to call the Nashville's deputy office.
Again, more of that interview ahead on NBC Nightly News tonight.
We turn now to your forecast. It was a much cooler day in East Tennessee, and as you can see tonight, that's what's coming. There is a frost advisory.
We talked about those storms. That's later in the week, Todd. Yeah. The frost advisory, the most immediate concern.
Yeah, in the here and now, we got a couple of cold, chilly nights with a chance for scattered frost. Then we'll talk about a transition to a warmer pattern, maybe a chance for storms late this week and perhaps into the early part of the weekend. But we'll focus on that in just a few moments. For tonight, from 2 a.m. to 9 a.m. Wednesday, frost advisory in place. Here's a projection to look at the temperatures right now. We are in the 50s and 60s. Lows tonight, though, will be colder in the mid-30s here in the valley and near freezing on the plateau. So protect and cover up those sensitive plants and flowers. Sensitive vegetation could be damaged tonight from some of these temperatures in the 30s. Again, probably looking at above freezing temperatures for many areas, but frost could be an issue tonight and maybe again tomorrow night. Scattered rain showers are moving through the mountains earlier. Those have now moved on out with some sunshine, staying cool in the 50s. I'll be back to talk about that warm-up coming up in just a few moments. John, Robin.
All right, Todd, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Right now, a trial is underway for 2 Knoxville teenagers facing murder charges. 16-year-old Rashawn Jordan and 18-year-old DeAndre Davis are both being tried as adults in the death of Stanley Freeman Jr.
That 16-year-old was shot and killed as he left Austin East High School in February 2021. His family described him as an intelligent young man with a bright future.
Today, we heard opening statements in this trial, and 10 News reporter Grace King joins us with more from court today. Grace?
Robin and John, in those opening statements, the state explained to jurors how they believe this was a case of mistaken identity. They say Davis and Jordan were looking for a different black Honda Accord, not the one driven by Stanley Freeman Jr. Surveillance video played during testimony today showed a similar car driving around in the Austin East parking lot around 3:28. His math teacher testified he was still in her class at that point, not in the parking lot. Stanley's dad said surveillance video showed his son running out of school around 3:32 so he could go home, change, and get to work. Instead, the state says he was shot and killed while driving away. This afternoon, KPD officers testified about the shell casings they found at the shooting scene and what they saw at the crash scene a few blocks away. These are just some of the photographs the state shared showing the extent of the damage to Stanley's car and the shell casings they found. Of those, they believe 16 were fired by the 2 murder weapons seized. Now they're ending with some of those officers that went to Jordan's home and searched it, and they brought out some of those guns that they believe are the murder weapons. Court will begin again tomorrow once it gets out here shortly. Robin and John.
Grace King on the story and the update on that trial in downtown Knoxville. Thank you, Grace. Vouchers in Knox County schools. We'll look at how lawmakers on both sides of the aisle and even the same aisle are saying it could impact schools in Knox County.
up to $7,500 on your new Kia. Get up to $5,000 over book value for your trade at Rusty Wallace Kia on Alcoa Highway.
At 72 Sold, we are disrupting traditional real estate, and it was much needed. Now, anybody in America, wherever they live, can get a higher price for their home than if they sold the traditional way. And then they can sell whenever they want, in a month, in 3 months, and get it done in just 8 days. So for anybody, wherever they live, anywhere in America, if you're thinking about selling anytime this year, just put in your address, get our price, and be able to sell whenever you want in just 8 days, only at 72sold.com.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Nice.
Sweet.
Go big or go home.
What'd you say?
What's up?
Go big with the powerful and efficient all-new Toyota Sequoia. Or go with the biggest, most capable Tundra ever with the best resale value. Plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Stella uses T-Mobile for her internet and mobile service. Abby has Spectrum One. What's the difference? With T-Mobile, Stella pays a lot more.
I do?
Her T-Mobile home internet costs $50 a month, and her mobile line costs $45 a month.
Plus monthly fees. Ouch.
Plus, Stella's T-Mobile home internet slows down at peak times. Abby gets fast and reliable internet that's there when she needs it most.
It's really fast.
Advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced privacy and security. And an unlimited mobile line with nationwide 5G. All for $49.99 a month. Go to Spectrum.com/save more to see how much you can save. Or call us and we'll do it for you. With Spectrum One, Abby is saving over $50 a month.
That's over $600 in savings. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free unlimited mobile line. Visit Spectrum.com/save more or call 833-718-4999 today.
Great Aunt Melly didn't have a will. We gotta get what's ours. What was that? Bob? John?
I don't think so. These should be mine.
Whoa, stop. Hey, get your hands off my wife! Hey, John, come on! What would Aunt Millie say?
She should have had a will.
Don't miss out on important stories, headlines, and breaking news. Download the 10 News app today.
A new survey from the Alzheimer's Association shows how the disease continues to affect thousands of caregivers in Tennessee, especially for caregivers over the age of 65.
10 News reporter Krista Lucas joins us. And Krista, you spoke with a woman who says caregiving is her entire life now.
Yes, John and Robin, many people have to leave their jobs unexpectedly to care for their loved ones. For people over 65, they have to also plan what may be coming up later.
Oh, it's okay.
It was love at first sight.
My sister said, hey, there's this guy my dentist wants you to meet.
Donna Barber and her husband Larry went on a blind date.
7 months from the day we met, we were married.
44 years later, Barber takes care of her husband. Sometimes he does not remember the love of his life. Diagnosed with Alzheimer's, he struggles with short-term memory.
Where are we going? What day is it? What season is it? What month is it?
Caring for a loved one with this disease is a challenge. A new survey from the Alzheimer's Association shows more than 350,000 caregivers in Tennessee are unpaid. Their care value is more than $7 billion. The development manager from the organization says caregivers need help.
This continues to be a problem, I think, more and more so because the numbers for diagnosis continue to rise.
Barber says the cost to put a loved one in a memory care and assisted living facility in Knoxville is high.
We're looking at $7,500 a month, $8,500 a month.
Her biggest fear?
If I left him at home, he might get out and not remember how to get back.
Many things have changed since that blind date, but the love still shines through her caring.
Girl, yeah, that's a good girl.
The organization is doing Day on the Hill in Nashville next month. Caregivers will share their stories with policymakers and have the chance to express their needs. John, Robin.
Krista Lucas on an important part of that Alzheimer's story. Thank you.
Tennessee women's basketball will be without a key player on this year's roster next season. Karthik Venkataraman tells us about the Lady Vol who is declared for the WNBA draft. Karthik.
Hey, Robin. Yeah, we've been waiting to see what Jordan Horston would do, whether she would take her final year of eligibility and stay with UT or go to the WNBA. And today she announced that she is going to go pro, the first team all-SEC selection. What a fantastic player she's been for the Lady Vols. Second on the team in scoring this past season. She was first in rebounds, first in assists, first in blocks, first in steals. To pretty much sum it up, she does a lot for this team. She played at UT for 4 years and, as I mentioned, had one more year of eligibility due to that COVID-19 year with those players didn't play, but as she included in her announcement for going to the WNBA, it's been a dream of hers to go play pro, so that's why she's made this decision. Horston is expected to be a top 10 pick in the upcoming WNBA draft, and she could be the highest draft pick to come out of Tennessee since 2018 when Diamond DeShields went third overall, because she could very well be a top 5 pick is what many people are projecting. But as it goes for the Lady Vols, that's a big loss for their roster, and whoever steps up in her place next season to be in that starting role, big shoes to fill.
All right. Karthik on the story for us. Karthik, thank you very much.
Let's take you outside, and we talked about the sunshine today, warm temperatures, but a chilly night ahead of us.
Yes, and with that, we want to turn to meteorologist Todd Howell. Yes, a frost advisory in effect tonight.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a chilly night tonight. Cover up those sensitive plants and flowers. A gradual warming trend will be heading our way in the coming days. Looking live from Sevierville, had some scattered rain showers making the way through parts of Sevier County and also into the mountains and foothills. Now the sunshine starting to come back out as we look at current conditions here in Knoxville. 57 degrees, still some clouds, but the gradual clearing process will continue through this evening. Winds are currently south-southeast 6 miles per hour. Humidity 59%, dew point temperature 43 degrees, and the pressure holding steady. So it's been a mostly cloudy, cool day in the 50s. Clouds will be clearing out this evening. You'll want the jackets and coats tonight because we are looking at some colder air moving in. For this evening, we'll see those temperatures in the 50s, dropping into the 40s, but starting at 2 a.m., running through 9 a.m. tomorrow, frost advisory will start out your Wednesday morning, at least in the mid-30s. This takes us through 6 a.m., our 12-hour forecast, but around 7 to 8 a.m. will likely be about 36 degrees with a chance for frost. So here's the frost advisory, again, 2 a.m. through 9 a.m. Wednesday for pretty much all of East Tennessee, most of East Tennessee up into Virginia. Had some scattered light rain showers, though. A little bit of that energy sliding through in the upper levels, wringing out that moisture. Most of this was pretty much confined to eastern areas of East Tennessee, and you can see the gradual clearing process back to our west, and that's what will continue to filter in from west to east. So those scattered light rain showers early on, but they're moving out. Clearing skies tonight, and with that, a colder start in the morning. Here's your Wednesday at a glance. Clear skies, frost possible. Again, cover up those plants and flowers. 36 at 7 a.m. Noontime, sunshine, 55. Good news, a beautiful day tomorrow. Mostly sunny, 62 for your Wednesday. And I tell you what, Thursday also looks great with a gradual warming trend as we go into the second half of the week. But you can see Knoxville, Nashville, Memphis, we're cooler in the 50s, especially compared to yesterday. Little weak wave at the surface in Georgia and Carolinas. Again, sparking some of those light rain showers toward the mountains and foothills. But that's moving out. Again, we've got the sunshine returning Wednesday and Thursday. 60s for highs, but warming up from Thursday into Friday. And pretty nice into our week. So clearing and colder, that frost advisory again through the early morning hours. 36 tonight. And then tomorrow we're looking at mostly sunny, clearing skies as we have those temperatures in the lower 60s. There's a look at the 7-day forecast. Showers and scattered strong storms are possible late Friday, maybe again Friday night to early Saturday morning. The rest of the weekend, though, looks dry.
Nice. Todd, thank you very much. Well, coming up, vouchers in Knox County schools. How lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are reacting to the change that could impact public schools.
Download the 10 News app for severe weather alerts, live radar, and the most up-to-date forecast. The 10 News weather team is here to help keep you safe.
Explore an extraordinary model range of new and pre-owned Maserati models at Harper Maserati, conveniently located in West Knoxville. Step away from the traditional luxury offerings and experience Italian elegance, style, passion, and performance. Italian luxury is more obtainable than you think at Harper Maserati. Harper Maserati offers new Maserati SUVs starting as low as $63,500. Test drive a new Maserati today at Harper Maserati, located at 10045 Parkside Drive and online at harpermaserati.com.
Get it.
Smoky Mountain Service Dog.
Yes.
If she hadn't been there, I would have face planted right there.
The gift, the bond, the goodbye.
She passed away due to cancer. Seeing her go through what she went through so quick and it just, I'm sorry.
Two wounded veterans adjusting to a second service dog.
You not only get a helper, you're getting a companion.
On the next Service and Sacrifice.
Sponsored by West Shore Home.
When your door is always open, so is the fridge. At Kroger, however you shop, in-store, pickup, or delivery, you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards. That's a win-win-win. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Stanley Steamer Service. It all begins with a free in-home inspection of your furnace and ductwork. A thorough inspection reveals the dirt, dust, and pet hair you can't see, and a firm upfront quote means that there's no surprises. Then we get to work, cleaning every vent and every line, with the best equipment and best trained crews in the industry, taking your ducks from this to this. The most powerful trucks in the industry get the best results. Call 1-800-STEAMER.
I want to ride this pony, but I suffer from low E.
Millions of people are suffering from low energy, commonly known as low E.
With my low E, I can never finish this trending dance.
Low E has hurt my performance in the bedroom. I haven't been able to make the bed in years. Now there's hope.
Planet Fitness replaces low E with Big E, which keeps you energized and glowing all day. Simply join through the free PF app. $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, April 5th. That's my boy. Hi, this is Jeff McCormick with United Veteran Builders. Damaged or leaking roof? Don't wait until the damage gets worse. United Veteran Roofing and Gutters fixes it now. You don't pay for up to 12 months, interest-free. And rest easy with UVB's limited lifetime warranty. Schedule your free estimate today. United Veteran Builders, 865-381-9599. Online at uvbtn.com. Leave it to a vet.
At Kroger, we want our produce to exceed your fresh expectations. We promise it's 100% fresh or you'll get 100% refund, guaranteed. So no matter how you shop, rest assured you're getting the best of fresh. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Every day, misinformation spreads online. We can verify it for you. Let us know at WBIR.com/verify. We are back with Cuppas Knox and Jesse Mayshark. The online publication looks at all things Knoxville and Knox County, political and public affairs. And it takes us to Nashville this week yet again, Jesse, because this is something that will impact Knox County potentially. We're talking about a subject matter supporters say is school choice and critics say is a sure way to erode public schools. Vouchers, they're under discussion yet again in the legislature.
Yeah, and the wrinkle that's come up just in the last week or so is that they could get expanded to Knox County as early as this fall. Right now, vouchers are very new in Tennessee. At the moment, they're only being offered in Nashville and Memphis. And they're only in the first year. So we don't have any actual data or anything to show how that program is working. There's somewhere around 650 families are enrolled right now. So there's a bill that initially was just going to expand the program to Hamilton County, Chattanooga. And now kind of at the last minute, Knox County has been added in with support from a number of Republican Knox County legislators who say that they think this would be a good thing. They want parents in Knox County to kind of have this option.
Let's talk about the Senate side. There's pushback there, but also for our viewers who don't understand vouchers, this is a monetary value that is attached to each student.
Right. And the way the program works is that the state essentially writes a check to a participating family. Right now, that number is set around $8,000 a year that can be used to withdraw your student from a public school and enroll them in a private school. At the moment, this is only available to people who are currently in public schools. So if you currently have a kid in a private school, you can't sign up and, kind of get the check on top of that. It's for parents who maybe are thinking about making that move, but couldn't afford it, and the state would provide that to help them pay for the tuition.
And as you pointed out, right now, this does have support of the Knox County delegation on the House side. Not the Democrats don't like it, but the Republicans in Knox County do. But on the Senate side, it's a different story.
Yeah, State Senator Richard Briggs in particular is very skeptical of the idea. He thinks that it has the potential to take away money and focus from Knox County public schools, where, of course, almost 60,000 students currently attend. And so we'll have to see. If it passes the House in this form, it would have to go to a reconciliation with the Senate, which is where objections from Briggs and possibly other lawmakers could have some sway.
Jesse Mayshark with Compass. You can find his reporting at Compass Knox. We always appreciate the perspective, Jesse. Thank you.
Thank you.
The search continues for an East Tennessee man who seemingly vanished 2 years ago. Coming up at 5:45, what his family is doing to find answers.
Furniture, the largest furniture retailer in the state of Tennessee, with 2 superstore locations, brings you thousands of yellow tag sale prices plus 0% interest, and we pay your sales tax. More bedrooms, more recliners, more custom upholstery, more leather furniture, and the most exciting mattress selection in the state. Do not miss out on this limited time offer. Thousands of yellow tag sale prices plus 0% interest, and we pay your sales tax. That's right, we pay your sales tax. Visit either of our 2 superstore locations. Knoxville Wholesale Furniture. You just can't do any better.
Does your bathtub look like this? Are you constantly cleaning your shower, but the stains and discoloration just won't go away? Or maybe you're just hoping to freshen up your bathroom with something new and modern. If this is you, you may be planning on attending one of the local home shows. Well, stay tuned. Today I'm joined by Kirsten with a special announcement that's going to make the whole project easier and more affordable. Kirsten.
So, Joe, we know that people are busier than ever right now. The last thing they want to do is spend hours of time on the weekend fighting traffic and all the long lines at the home shows. Well, to save time, folks should give us a call right now and get this limited time offer. We're taking 20% off all shower and bath projects, and we're offering some amazing financing. It's 12 months of no payments and no interest. That means you don't need to pay a penny on your project until an entire year after your installation is complete.
So you're saying if I start my project now, I don't have to put any money down, I get 20% off the entire project, and you're offering no payments, no interest financing for a full year. That's pretty incredible.
It really is. We understand that most people have a long list of renovations that they want to do around the house, so we're making it easier than ever to knock out that shower project right now.
That's fantastic. Well, Kirsten, how else are you making this whole project easy?
So, Joe, people's biggest fear when doing a project like this is picking out something they're not going to be happy with. Well, we eliminate that fear by bringing the home show to you. When you give us a call, we'll send one of our shower and bath experts out for a free in-home design consultation. They'll bring an iPad and a sample kit to let you design the shower or bath of your dreams. Before the appointment is over, you'll see what the new shower will look like, eliminating all of the guesswork out of the project.
Kirsten, thanks. Folks, call the number on your screen right now to speak with a West Shore Home representative and to receive this limited time offer. Call in now to get 20% off your shower or bath project. Plus, they're doing 12 months of no payments and no interest financing. That means you don't need to make your first payment until 12 months after your installation is complete. Call West Shore Home now.
Right now at 5:30, a deadly mass shooting in Nashville is reigniting the fight for gun reform. Congressman Tim Burchett joining us live from Washington, D.C. with what lawmakers are doing.
Earlier today, we saw some cloudy skies. Now the sunshine is back, but for how long? We'll find out coming up.
And at 5:45, the search continues for an East Tennessee man who seemingly vanished 2 years ago. Coming up, what his family is doing to find answers.
Straight from the heart of East Tennessee, this is 10 News at 5.
We are hearing more reaction from lawmakers today about the deadly school shooting in Nashville. Thank you for watching 10 News at 5. I'm Robin Wilhoit. 3 children and 4 adults, including the shooter, were killed yesterday in Nashville. The shooter, Audrey Hale, a Nashville resident, entered the small Presbyterian school before 11 o'clock in the morning. This is video from the school's surveillance camera. Hale shot the glass out of the door to get inside. Authorities say Hale had 3 weapons, 2 rifles, and a handgun. Now, parents and concerned community members want to know what's being done to protect their children. Joining us now live from Washington, D.C. is Congressman Tim Burchett, who represents East Tennessee. Congressman, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Congressman, gun violence is the #1 cause of death among children ages 1 to 18 in the U.S. You were asked yesterday by a reporter, and you said, we're not going to fix it. There's nothing Congress can do. Congressman, isn't this your job as an elected official to try to fix problems?
Sure, Robin. That of course, was a small part of a longer interview. And the reality is that, evil people are going to do evil things, and it's a horrible situation. We need revival in this country. And I don't think Congress is going to fix that. For instance, last year we had the Safe Schools Act, which would have diverted the money that was left over from COVID for just these things in our public schools, and yet it went down party lines and was voted down. So, the Democrats controlled the House, the Senate, and the White House last go around, and they didn't do it. And now they're attempting to do something, but that doesn't bring back the children, and it's just horrific. The whole thing is horrible. I wish it's something we could do in Washington would fix that, but until we change people's hearts and address mental illness, I don't think we're ever going to fix it.
Congressman, Nashville Police today said the shooter, Audrey Hale, was being treated for an emotional disorder. Her parents did say that she should not have owned weapons. They were under the impression that she had sold the 1 weapon and that she did not own any more. Do you think a red flag law would have made a difference in this situation?
No, ma'am, because people are going to do. You're never going to stop crime. Bad people are going to do bad things. Is really the bottom line, and the laws are not going to stop it. It was already against the law. The red flag laws sound great, and in certain instances, they are workable. She violated the law. Obviously, under psychiatric care, she was not supposed to be owning a firearm. That would be my first point I would make. And second, too, people are just going to commit awful, heinous crimes that are not good people. And she had some mental issues going on. Until we address the root causes of that, you're not going to see. I mean, Timothy McVeigh, for instance, killed over 100 people, and he used fertilizer he bought at an ag store. It's just going to keep going, and you're not going to be able to get the guns because now with the computer printing, the 3D printing, you can print those things out. And it's just going to continue until we get at the root cause of this. She was obviously very tormented, trying to transition, which creates all a myriad of other problems. So there was a lot of flags there. The red flag laws, though, if you use certain instances where, I say, you're in an abusive situation at home and your spouse says, well, she's obviously going to hurt herself or somebody, Judge. She needs to lose those firearms. And in fact, she does. And then that abusive spouse comes back later and kills the other spouse. That's the kind of things can happen under a red flag law.
Well, Congressman,
so it's not just a one-size-fits-all situation.
What about background checks then? Would that, in this situation, have applied, helped? Is there any circumstance in which you would support background checks then at a state or federal level?
We already have background checks, and you cannot go you cannot go to a licensed firearm dealer, walk in with money, and walk out with a firearm. There are already background checks that are in place. Again, People are going to find weapons. They're going to, they're bringing them in over the border, back and forth. People break into armories all the time and steal them. People are printing them out. If somebody's mentally ill, they shouldn't.
What about stricter?
I would say, yeah, of course. If there was a way to enforce it without infringing on other people's constitutional rights, that I would agree to do that.
Congressman, what do you say to Tennessee parents who are afraid to send their children to school after what happened, and kids who are afraid to go to school? What do you say to them today?
I say I'm afraid as well. Every time my daughter goes out of the house, I'm wondering where she is. Her mama, if she's not with her mama, who is she with? At all times, I'm always that, and my heart breaks for those people because it could have been my child just as easy as somebody else's. So there's just no easy answers to this thing. And again, we have evil in our country, we have evil in our world. Until we have real spiritual revival in this country, it's never gonna change. It will never change.
Congressman, thank you for your time. We do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, coming up at 5:45, an East Tennessee man's family is still holding on to hope that he will return home. Ahead, how his loved ones are fighting to find answers 2 years after he seemingly vanished. But first, a group of women didn't fight in World War II, but they were playing a big role in making sure soldiers came home. Ahead, how those ladies are being honored for their service and sacrifice.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Ray Varner Ford.
A 2023 Ford Bronco Sport all-wheel drive, $40,230. Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, local you trust.
The 10 News Weather Team is here to help every day on WBIR. Get the latest forecast for today, tomorrow, and the week ahead so you can be prepared. Every day is different, but one thing is constant. The 10 News Weather Team is here to help.
Call us biased, but if your happy place doesn't have a diner-style burger with 2 all-beef patties, double the cheese, and a brioche bun, it's probably not as happy as it could be. Supersonic double-stack cheeseburger. Sonic.
Locally owned and operated for 20 years, CertaPro Painters of East Tennessee has delivered award-winning service for the painting industry. From timely arrivals and detailed proposals to professional conduct and consistent communication, count on CertaPro Painters to provide the gold standard of service for your home or business. Protect your most valuable asset with CertaPro Painters of East Tennessee. Scan now to schedule your free estimate and receive 10% off. CertaPro Painters. We do painting, you do life.
There are those of us who earn our calluses. We choose raw materials over ready-made. It takes a special kind of person to build their world from scratch. And a special set of tools. Northern Tools are problem solvers' paradise. There's nothing we can't find, fix, or figure out together. We're made for this. Start solving your projects today at northerntool.com.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Yeah.
Sick.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Save on the adventurous Toyota RAV4, America's best-selling SUV. Now get low 3.99 APR financing on a new RAV4. Plus, you get 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Before the Xfinity 10G network, we didn't have internet that let us play all at once.
Every device? In every room?
Why are you up here? With speeds like this, I can't even dream of what he'll be able to do.
Get Xfinity Internet with 10 times faster upload speeds for just $25 a month during our limited time launch celebration.
You have no idea how good you've got it. Huh? What a time to be alive.
Introducing the next generation 10G network, only from Xfinity.
On the $3 crabs have arrived at Sonic. All you need is a crisp $3 bill, but those don't exist. So we made our own Sonic on the $3 crabs. Sonic. It's round 2 of the Wheel of Fortune tournament, starring WWE Titans all day. Austin Theory, Bianca Belair, and Sonya Deville.
I was going to wear the same shirt today.
Weeknights at 7 on WBIR.
In the heat of World War II, women known as Rosie the Riveters worked to keep American tanks rolling and bombers flying. Those Rosies are in their 90s now, some older than 100, and now they are being honored for their service to our country. Those women got a chance to visit Washington on their first honor flight, special trips that are usually reserved for World War II veterans. The ladies got a chance to pose in front of the suffragette statue in the Capitol and visit the World War II memorial. Some of those women reflected on their contributions to the war, saying they did it to help save our country.
We weren't doing it for honors or rewards. We were doing it to save our country and save our brothers and uncles and aunts, whoever were working.
Doing all that crappy work in a factory so they can put their lives on the line, it was worth it to have them come back.
That group of ladies say they are proud of what they accomplished in the war and for women for years to come. A family from Anderson County is still looking for their loved one 2 years after he seemingly vanished. They share their frustrations and grief, and they search for answers. That story coming up at 5:45.
Clients come to Nahan Saharovich and Trotz when tragedy strikes. From major disasters that you see on the news to horrific accidents that you may never hear about. Make the right call. 1-800-LAW-4004.
Here's a look at what's coming up tonight on WBIR and NBC. This look at primetime is brought to you by Blunt Memorial Hospital, ready to help you catch up on care.
Spring allergies in East Tennessee can make you feel miserable. If allergies are bothering you, we can help.
Find relief for yourself and your entire family by calling the experts at the Allergy, Asthma, and Sinus Center.
There was a time when the world felt freshly painted, when meadows blossomed in brush-stroked bloom, and the tulips wove a tapestry of pastel light and morning dew. There was a time when we marveled at the beauty within us and at the art on all sides and all around. It was a glorious time. It was spring, this spring at Biltmore. Experience Italian Renaissance alive at Biltmore.
The winning just got closer in Williamsburg, Kentucky. The Mint Gaming Hall Cumberland is Kentucky's premier entertainment destination, featuring all your favorite and newest games like Wheel of Fortune, Buffalo, and more. Plus, don't miss all the delicious eats, drinks, and simulcast wagering. Conveniently located at Exit 11 on I-75 North in Williamsburg, Kentucky. The Mint Gaming Hall Cumberland.
Winning just got closer.
It would appear that the butler did it.
But this isn't a whodunit film. It's a Nissan sales event. Now that's a killer deal. Good thing this Rogue has a VC turbo engine, unlike RAV4.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on Rogue.
Catch these offers while you can.
I chose LMU because I wanted doors to open for me. For my future to have endless possibilities. To know I could become anything I wanted to be. Objection, Your Honor. I always wanted to say that. So whether I wanted to be a veterinarian, a high school teacher, let's turn to page 32, or a successful dentist, I knew LMU would help me get there. All I had to do was open the door.
Bagels are finally back at McDonald's. Delicious eggs and cheese with a tender steak patty, or thick cut bacon, or savory sausage. They're back in all their warm, chewy, toasted glory. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Straight from the heart of East Tennessee, this is 10 News at 5.
Tonight on The Vanished, we take a look at Chadwick Carr's missing person case. He disappeared almost 2 years ago. Chadwick is just one of 690 people who are unaccounted for in the state of Tennessee. That's almost 700 families who have no idea where their loved one is, whether they're alive or dead. Tonight, 10 News reporter Caitlin Keenahan shares this family's frustrations and grief.
In 2 years, Krista Carr has grown accustomed to waiting.
I do not wish this on any parent, especially somebody's mom.
She's waiting for her baby, Chadwick, to come home.
Oh, he's just the most loving, outgoing person you'd ever want to meet. He always greeted you with hugs and a kiss.
The 32-year-old didn't have it easy.
Drugs, in a nutshell. Had it not been for that, I think he'd still be here.
His sister Whitney echoed that.
He kept it away from us for so many years that we got a big gist of it maybe a year and a half before he went missing.
Chad had been staying in a halfway house called Foundation Recovery House on Dutch Valley Road in Clinton. Alan Roberts runs the property. He was close to Chad.
Everybody really liked him a lot. He was really outgoing, hardworking, and he was serious about his recovery.
Through Foundation, Chadwick got a steady job.
He had money saved up. He had bought a vehicle. He was really progressing and working towards moving out.
But a phone call on May 1st would be the last known communication with him.
It wasn't a long conversation. So he walked outside and was talking to somebody outside. I'm not sure who it was, but I heard him talking to somebody, but I kept calling his name, but he wouldn't reply.
Whitney hung up the phone and waited for Chad to call her back, but he didn't.
I beat myself up because I wish I would never hung up the phone, but I wouldn't have known at that time if it was something serious.
The next day,
that he hadn't showed up for morning meeting and he didn't go to work. So I said, okay, so where is he at?
His van's here. After looking a little further, his wallet was there with money.
They found his wallet, phone, and one flip-flop on the lawn.
So I did get kind of scared. I got really scared.
Alan called the police.
There was probably 15 plus police cars there. And over a 3-day span, they had cadaver dogs. They had Morgan County, Campbell County, Anderson County had all come together. They had drones and no trace.
But this mom can't shake a feeling.
I think somebody did something to Chad. I can't get past that. If it's just remains, the remains are somewhere. He is somewhere.
Family and friends have spent 2 years waiting.
I really cared about Chad a whole lot. And I do miss him. And I pray to God that he's alive somewhere and they find him.
The hardest thing I've ever encountered in life, period. It's numb. I'm to the point where I've numbed myself to it.
All they want is closure.
I can't explain to you how I feel. Just empty space. There's an empty that needs to be filled. And I can't feel it.
In Knoxville, I'm Caitlin Keenahan.
If you know any information that could lead to this family's closure, no matter how small, please contact the Anderson County Sheriff's Office. Your tip could be the lead to crack this case. For more on the nearly 700 people missing in the state of Tennessee, visit WBIR.com. We do have a list of the vanished and more personal stories from other families who are grieving the living right now at WBIR.com. To your forecast, it was a chilly day in East Tennessee, going to be an even chillier night. You're taking a look at our lows. And Kaylee, that will come with some patchy frost as well, right?
That's exactly right, Robin. We are tracking some colder temperatures, clear skies, and also some calm winds. And that's why we already have a frost advisory in place for tonight and tomorrow morning. Let's go ahead and show you this frost advisory, actually, what's going on outside. This starts at 2 o'clock tomorrow morning until 9 a.m. That's for the valley and for part of the plateau. But this evening, we are seeing some decrease in clouds for some of us, and our temperatures right now in the mid to upper 50s. Eventually, we will be dipping back down to the 30s by tomorrow morning. Because of that frost advisory, we have that chance for some frost. And along with the frost, we're still talking about the pollen. The trees right now at that high level, the mold at that moderate level. And earlier today, we saw some rain showers move through to help wash some of that pollen away. But this evening, we're not seeing any rain here in East Tennessee. We're seeing a decrease in clouds and our temperatures in the 50s and the 60s. Later on tonight, cooling back down to the 40s. And by tomorrow morning, hopefully you didn't put away your moderate to heavy jacket just yet, because we're seeing temperatures back in the 30s. It's going to be cold for tomorrow, but then by the afternoon, the sunshine is back and warming up to the 60s for Wednesday and for Thursday. Now, Friday and Saturday, those rain chances return throughout most of the day. We have the chance for some strong, possibly even severe weather because of this cold front sweeping through the region. A lot of places seeing a decent amount of rain. But once that cold front moves out of here, we see a decrease in clouds and the sunshine is back. Because of that area of high pressure, Saturday night and all of Sunday will be gorgeous. We'll be seeing plenty of sunshine, and my favorite saying, sunny Sunday, is back in the forecast. But even before that, it's a sunny Wednesday and a sunny Thursday. Tomorrow, we'll be in the low 60s with seeing temperatures early Wednesday morning in the 30s. And then by the afternoon, low 60s once again, upper 60s for Thursday. And then looking ahead towards Friday, warming up to the low 70s, seeing those scattered showers throughout most of the morning, afternoon, and the evening. Overnight, into Saturday morning, but the rest of Saturday, Robin, will be dry. The rest of the weekend, also beautiful. Seeing those temperatures in the 60s and 70s.
Pretty perfect. All right, Kaylee, thank you. The star basketball player is leaving Rocky Top and heading to the pros. What she has planned next for her WNBA career, that's coming up. And then on 10 News at 6. Strong reaction today from across the country and here in Tennessee to the deadly school shooting in Nashville, the push for change in gun legislation, and what lawmakers say their plan is to prevent tragedies like this one.
Traveling in a Georgetown motorhome is luxury living on the road. Whether you love to spend your weekends in the Smokies or your summers in the Rockies, the comfort of home will go with you. Buddy Greg has the Georgetown motorhome to fit your luxury lifestyle. Stop by today and tour our inventory and see just how easy it is to live the RV life of your dreams. From sales to service and the best selection in East Tennessee. Visit Buddy Greg RVs and Motorhomes, I-40 and Campbell Station Road, your hometown dealership.
Stanley Steamer Knoxville is locally owned, one of hundreds of owner-operators across the country, serving Knoxville and surrounding communities with the highest standards of quality and customer care. Nationally known, locally owned, Stanley Steamer is the industry leader for carpet, upholstery, tile, air duct cleaning, and more. Since 1947, delivering cleaner and healthier homes and businesses for you, your family, employees, and customers. Nationally known, locally owned, Stanley Steamer Knoxville, 1-800-STEAMER or StanleySteamer.com.
Right now, Planet Fitness, you can get that big fitness energy for just $1 down, $10 a month. No commitment, cancel anytime. It's a great deal, and our 17 million members agree.
You can say that again.
Okay, as I said, you can join for just $1 down, $10 a month.
What a deal!
So turn your low energy into big fitness energy and enjoy tons of equipment in a clean and spacious, judgment-free zone to get that post-workout glow. So get going, or shall I say glowing? Join for just $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, April 5th.
Thinking about selling your home in today's more challenging market? Well, you don't have to let it sit for weeks or months trying to sell it the traditional way. At 72 Sold, you can get a price thousands more than if you sold the traditional way and get it done A to Z in just 8 days. Thinking about selling? Just put in your address and get your price, a higher price for your home in just 8 days only at 72sold.com.
Hi, I'm Howard. I'm a control room operator.
My name is Taji, and I support process operations.
What I like about working here is the people and the challenge of the job.
I enjoy being here because managers lead with kindness, they promote a positive and inclusive work environment, and I really feel like they value my contributions.
I've stuck around here because the benefits are great and they help provide for my family.
If you're looking for great pay, great benefits, and career advancement, come work for Premium.
Join Premium for a job fair April 18th.
It's the final days of Ford Truck Month. Don't miss the best deals on Ford F-150. The only truck to offer available Pro Power onboard and an interior work surface so you can get it all done. All part of Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck 46 years straight. Don't miss the final days of Ford Truck Month. Get 0.9% APR financing for 60 months plus up to $2,500 total cash on the 2022 Ford F-150. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Download the 10 News app for the latest weather forecasts, severe weather alerts, and live radar. The 10 News app is here to help. Download the 10 News app today.
It was slightly cooler for today, seeing temperatures almost at 60 degrees. Normally this time of year, we're in the mid-60s, but nowhere near record-breaking like we were back in 1907 with that record high of 85 degrees, but also that record low, 24 degrees. Instead, we are above average today at 49, but get ready for a cool down. We'll talk more about that in your 7-day coming up. Robin.
All right, Kaylee, thank you very much. Well, Tennessee football practice continuing ahead of the orange and white spring game coming up next month. Karthik Venkatraman tells us how quarterback Joe Milton is performing in spring camp. Hey, Karthik.
Hey, Robin, how's it going? Yeah, maybe to nobody's surprise, Joe Milton continues to impress for the Vols this season. He keeps it going. He keeps it churning along. And, well, his upward trajectory keeps on going as well as his growth on the field and leadership has just been going upwards, skyrocketing for that guy. Milton took over for Hendon Hooker at the end of last season when Hooker suffered that torn ACL injury in the second to last game of the season against South Carolina. Milton started against Vanderbilt and then played really well in the Orange Bowl. He led the Vols to a win against Clemson in that Orange Bowl and was MVP of the Orange Bowl. Head coach Josh Heupel spoke earlier in spring camp talking about Milton and how he has to become more of a vocal leader and has been, and he seems to be a perfectionist on the field too.
I love Joe. I think he's a fantastic guy. He has done an amazing job stepping up into that leadership role. There have been times in our workouts where we'll get up and we'll set and the coaches will blow the whistle and we'll go, and he'll literally call everybody back and make us get back on the line because something wasn't right. So his idea of a standard, he's very strict on it, and he just holds us to a higher level and a higher standard. He's done an amazing job.
If Milton keeps that up, maybe the Vols will be as good as they were last season. Back to you, Robin.
All right. Thanks so much, Karthik. We appreciate it. And before we head out, Kaylee, do we need to cover up our plans tonight?
It wouldn't be a bad idea, Robin. We are under a frost advisory tonight and tomorrow morning as temperatures cool back down to the 30s. But by the afternoon, we're back to the 60s with some more sunshine. Wouldn't be surprised if we have another frost advisory Thursday morning as we cool back down to the 30s once again, but then warming up to the mid to upper 60s Thursday afternoon with some more sunshine. And then get ready. Grab the rain gear. Scattered showers return Friday and Saturday.
Kaylee, thank you. Thanks for watching 10 News at 5. 10 News at 6 is next.
Explore an extraordinary model range of new and pre-owned Maserati models at Harper Maserati, conveniently located in West Knoxville. Step away from the traditional luxury offerings and experience Italian elegance, style, passion, and performance. Italian luxury is more obtainable than you think at Harper Maserati. Harper Maserati offers new Maserati SUVs starting as low as $63,500. Test drive a new Maserati today at Harper Maserati, located at 10045 Parkside Drive and online at harpermaserati.com.
New lemonade from McDonald's is an instant classic, and a mocha frappe is the greatest hit. So do you choose the one made with real lemon juice and cane sugar, or whipped light cream and chocolatey drizzle? Either way, your taste buds will thank you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Right now at 6, our coverage of the school shooting in Nashville continues.
The new facts we are learning about the shooter and the 6 innocent lives lost. Also, new video released by police showing the moment officers confronted and killed the shooter. We'll break down how quickly those officers acted in this case.
And today in Nashville, gun legislation is on the top of minds of everyone pushing for change. Hear from lawmakers on their plans to avoid tragedies like this one.
Also today in Knoxville, we are hearing opening statements from the state. 2 teenagers on trial for the shooting death of a 16-year-old outside his school. For the first time, the jury is hearing from the lawyers in this case.
10 News in High Definition is sponsored by Rusty Wallace Automotive Group. 10 News on WBIR starts now.
Tonight, we continue to follow the heartbreaking news out of Nashville. A school shooting killed 3 children and 3 adults. Police shot and killed the shooter, 28-year-old Audrey Hale. Thank you for watching 10 News at 6. I'm Robin Wilhoit.
And I'm John Becker. Tonight we have team coverage. 10 News reporter Vinay Simlai joins us in studio to break down new video, what more we're learning about the shooter, and the timeline in this case.
But first, we turn to 10 News reporter Mary Klingler in Nashville. Mary, you are hearing from groups upset about gun violence and from lawmakers about gun bills under consideration right now.
That's right, Robin. Moms are demanding action along with the entire Nashville community, calling on lawmakers to make some changes. Now, we talked to parents out here earlier today when there was a protest, and they were saying enough is enough, asking these lawmakers to just do something about the gun laws right now. And inside, we sat down with Cameron Sexton, and he says that he has some things on mind. Take a listen.
I think I'm hoping what so many parents are hoping for, and that's change. Just change.
Change, parents say, has to come from elected leaders.
I don't know how many it's going to take. Seems to be too many.
Moms and students demanding action rally on the State House steps.
That prayer without action is in fact not true prayer.
Protesters say enough is enough.
It's so hard. These kids were so innocent, and every life is innocent when it's taken by a gun.
Parents say they're concerned lawmakers are making it easier for young people to get access to guns. One bill would allow people to start carrying a gun in public as young as 18.
The court has ruled that it needs to change to 18 to be constitutional. And if we don't make that change, they will make that for us. And so you're kind of in a court dilemma on the age requirement.
House Speaker Cameron Sexton says moving forward in legislation, mental health will be a priority.
And we can blame the gun, you can blame a lot of stuff, but until we understand what made her do that, you're not going to continue to stop these things.
Protesters say our country continues seeing mass shootings and nothing changes.
It just scares me. It could have been her school.
And that's all we're asking, for some common sense legislation that makes things safer for our children so things like this don't happen.
A lot of times people don't think anything happens because it's not what they want.
Sexton says they will focus on school funding and mental health services, but moms and students demand action, say Tennessee's lack of restrictions makes it easier for guns to fall in the wrong hands.
You have states that have open constitutional carry in the Midwest. Mississippi has it. And so you would be seeing this in those states as well if it was about not having restrictions on guns. And so you don't really see it to that degree. What you do see in the big cities like in Memphis is kids being killed by gang members as drive-by shootings. I don't hear a lot of people claiming or talking about those instances of those 6-year-olds and 7-year-olds and 9-year-olds who get killed in a drive-by shooting and they're playing in their front yard.
Sexton says they want to take on preventative measures, making sure red flags are recognized before something like this happens.
I don't understand how someone can walk into a school and shoot kids. That's not something that I can understand. But as a society, we need to have a better understanding why someone thinks that's okay to do.
Now, something that's really stood out to us today is just the amount of children out here protesting when all of that was going on. Moms and students demanding action out here. And something that they're saying is this could have been me, a child saying that out here protesting. Also saying, you know, if my loved one, if my child, or even if I could get shot in a school, then where are we safe is the main question on these people's minds out here today. Toss it back over to you.
To many tonight, Mary Klingler live for us in Nashville. We turn now to Vinay Simlot with more on the timeline of this shooting. Vinay.
John, Nashville police released that body camera video Tuesday morning. We want to warn you, it's pretty graphic. And based on the video you're about to see, Nashville police shot and killed Audrey Hale 17 minutes after Hale entered the school.
Surveillance video shows Audrey Hale shoot through the side doors just after 10:10 in the morning. The police chief says this is when Hale shot the school janitor, Mike Hill.
She sprayed rounds through the glass, striking him.
Metro Nashville police say at 10:13, police got the call of an active shooter. At that time, Audrey Hale is walking through the school to the church office, surveillance video shows.
But as officers were approaching the building, there was gunfire going on.
About 10 minutes later, body cam video released by Metro Nashville Police shows officers arriving on the scene. One adult tells officers where students are.
All locked down, but we have 2 kids that we don't know where they are.
Okay. Another helps them get in the school.
Give me 3. Let's get 3.
Officers enter through a locked door a minute after arriving on scene.
Let's go!
Metro Nashville Police released body cam video from 2 officers, Officer Rex Engelbert and Officer Mike Colazzo.
They go 2nd floor.
Officer Colazzo and his team tried the 2nd floor first, but find the door locked.
No, locked door.
They find a path upstairs. They hear gunshots.
Shots fired, shots fired, shots fired, move.
Officers walk past a body on the ground. We've decided not to show that part of the video on TV. Downstairs, Officer Engelbert and his team are clearing rooms.
Metro Police, open the door!
As they move upstairs, they hear the same gunshots. Officer Engelbert steps forward and fires, killing Audrey Hale. Officer Colazzo runs toward Hale and fires.
Stop moving!
Nashville police say Audrey Hale died at 10:27 Monday morning, 2 minutes and 15 seconds after officers entered the school.
Suspect down, suspect down!
Now, the video shows Audrey Hale fall to the ground after officers fire. We've decided that's too graphic to show on air. We will have a link to the full video on our website, WBIR.com. Another note, Metro Nashville police say Audrey Hale purchased 7 guns legally from 5 different stores. We don't know how long it took Hale to buy those guns. The police chief says Hale was under a doctor's care for an emotional disorder. John, Robin?
Vinay Simlat with the timeline and the breakdown. Vinay, thank you.
And we are still learning more details about the 6 lives lost yesterday. 3 students and 3 adults. Those adults worked at the school.
The children, all 9 years old. Their names, Evelyn Dykehouse, Hallie Scruggs, and William Kinney. All 3 adults in their 60s. Cynthia Pink, Catherine Kuntz, Mike Hill. These are pictures from NBC News.
Catherine Kuntz was the head of the Covenant School, according to the school's website. Today, Metro Nashville Police said she was in the hallway by herself when she encountered that shooter.
Mike Hill was a custodian at the school. A GoFundMe account created for his family, and 10 News did confirm the legitimacy of that fundraiser, more notably known as Big Mike. He was a father of 8 children. When the shooter shot through the door to get in, he was hit from the rounds that sprayed, according to officers.
Now, we know one of the 9-year-olds, Hallie Scruggs, was the daughter of Covenant Presbyterian pastor Chad Scruggs. Maryville College's president, Dr. Brian Coker, worked with Chad Scruggs at UT Knoxville. He said he was an administrator responsible for the fraternity system, and Scruggs was a religious leader in the system. Dr. Coker says his heart breaks for the Scruggs family.
We've also learned Cynthia Peak was a substitute teacher at that school. And again, we're learning more about those victims as we speak, and we'll certainly keep you posted right here on 10 News and through our WBIR app.
We want to turn now to your forecast. It was a grayer day in East Tennessee, seeing a little bit of sunshine to wrap up our day, but it did not do much to warm us up.
It didn't. And Todd, talk about a warm down. We're going to see that tonight, the frost advisory out for a lot of the region.
Yeah, frost advisory. By the way, our high temperature today is right now. The sunshine occurring late today. It took a long time, as you said, John and Robin, the clouds and cooler temperatures from earlier. But as the skies clear tonight, temperatures will be colder, and we are looking at a frost advisory. Protect those sensitive plants and flowers overnight. That frost advisory will begin just after midnight tonight from 2 a.m. through 9 a.m. Wednesday morning. So this is more of the typical variety of cold nights that you typically will see late March into early April. Our last average freeze, by the way, is April 1st. Our last average frost is April 14th. So you know the story, you know the drill, right? They say wait till after tax day to plant a lot of those flowers, because that's when you're usually in the clear. Here's what we're seeing as far as those lows tonight, though. Mid-30s here in the valley, near freezing on the plateau. And again, that chance for scatter frost overnight. Current temperatures 61. That's our high so far today in Knoxville. 62 Lenoir City. Sweetwater up to 67. Oak Ridge, you've been quite a bit warmer today than Knoxville. 65 for you. 63 in Maynardville. Most other areas are in the 50s. And there's our 12-hour forecast. A clearing sky tonight, but as skies clear, temperatures drop, and again, a cold start in the morning. The good news, sunshine and warmer weather over the next few days. John and Robin?
All right. Thanks so much, Todd.
Right now, the trial is underway for two Knoxville teenagers facing murder charges. Rashad Jordan and DeAndre Davis are being tried as adults in the death of Stanley Freeman Jr. Jordan was 14 and Davis 16 at the time of the shooting.
The 16-year-old was shot and killed as he left Austin East High School in February 2021. His family described him as an intelligent young man with a bright future.
Today, we did hear opening statements, and 10 News reporter Grace King joins us once again live outside court. Grace, walk us through what we heard today.
Robin and John, during those opening statements this morning, the state explained that Stanley Freeman's murder was likely a case of mistaken identity. They say Rashad Jordan and DeAndre Davis were looking for a different black Honda Accord, not Stanley's. Surveillance video played during testimony today showed a similar car driving around in the Austin East parking lot around 3:28. His math teacher testified Stanley was still in her class at that point, not in the parking lot. Stanley's dad said surveillance video showed his son running out of school at 3:32 so he could go home, change, and get to work. Instead, the state says he was shot and killed while driving away. This afternoon, KPD officers testified about the shell casings they found at the shooting scene and what they saw at the crash scene a few blocks away. These are just some of the photographs the state showed showing the extent of the damage to Stanley's car and the shell casings they found. Of those, they believe 16 of them were fired by the two murder weapons seized. Now, the state ended today by showing those two weapons to jurors and having KPD explain why they believe or where they were found. We'll have more for you tomorrow as this trial continues.
Grace King with the update live in downtown. Thank you, Grace.
A Lady Vol star made her decision not to come back to Rocky Top. Her decision to declare for the WNBA and the chances she has to be a top pick.
First, a new survey shows Alzheimer's caregivers are underpaid in Tennessee. How an East Tennessee group is hoping to bridge the gap and offer benefits for those caregivers.
There are those of us who earn our calluses, who choose raw materials over ready-made. It takes a special kind of person to build their world from scratch. And a special set of tools. Northern Tool's a problem solver's paradise. There's nothing we can't find, fix, or figure out together. We're made for this. Start solving your projects today at northerntool.com.
Hey folks, it's Cougar, and it's time to tip off the tournament at Rusty Wallace Nissan on Clinton Highway. During the month of March, you can take advantage of the madness by scoring deals just like these. Every new Nissan comes with Rusty's exclusive 200,000-mile warranty and get up to $7,500 over book value for your trade. And take advantage of interest rates as low as 2.9%. Don't miss these bracket-busting deals and hurry in before the buzzer sounds. Come cut down the nets at Rusty Wallace Nissan on Clinton Highway or shop in your slam dunk socks at RustyWallaceNissan.com.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, I'm all about it. Said I'm all about it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, wound up, step out of the way. Louder, get better with age. What can I say? Ooh, let me see you move your body, see you shake, you make them turn it up and drop. I'm all about it.
At 72 Sold, we are disrupting traditional real estate, and it was much needed. Now, anybody in America, wherever they live, can get a higher price for their home than if they sold the traditional way. And then they can sell whenever they want, in a month, in 3 months, and get it done in just 8 days. So for anybody, wherever they live, anywhere in America, if you're thinking about selling anytime this year, just put in your address, get our price, and be able to sell whenever you want in just 8 days, only at 72sold.com.
If you've had a classic Reuben before, then Arby's Reuben will taste quite familiar. But if you haven't, man, oh man, are you in for a wild ride? Arby's, we have the meats.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Perfect. Nice.
As long as we're imagining.
Give it up for your reigning fishing champion!
Me?
Oh, come on. Save on a new Corolla Cross, the first ever Corolla SUV. Or get the best-selling Camry, now with 3.99 APR financing, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
The minute folks step into Dollywood in my Smoky Mountains, I want them to fill their hearts with all the beautiful things in this big old world.
Discover what's new with a season pass. Buy today at Dollywood.com.
Every day, misinformation spreads online. We can verify it for you. Let us know at WBIR.com/verify.
A new survey from the Alzheimer's Association shows that disease continues to affect thousands of caregivers in Tennessee, especially those over the age of 65.
10 News reporter Krista Lucas joins us from our newsroom. And Krista, you spoke with a caregiver about the cost that she may be facing.
Yes, John and Robin, many people have to leave their jobs unexpectedly to care for their loved ones. For people over 65, they have to also plan for what's next. The survey shows more than 360,000 caregivers in Tennessee are unpaid. That's an increase from last year. The value of their work is more than $7 billion, and the cost to put a loved one in a memory care and assisted living facility in Knoxville can be high.
We're looking at $7,500 a month, $8,500 a month.
Anna Barber says as she grows older, her biggest concern is if she can't take care of her husband physically one day. The organization is doing Day on the Hill in Nashville next month. Caregivers will share their stories with policymakers and have the chance to express their needs. Back to you.
All right, Krista Lucas, thank you very much for that report.
A key player on Tennessee women's basketball roster announced she's going pro today.
Karthik Venkataraman joins us with where Jordan Horston could land in the 2023 WNBA draft. Karthik.
Hey, John. Hey, Robin. Yeah, Lady Vol hoop star Jordan Horston made the decision we've been waiting on, that she's going to go pro, and she declared for the WNBA draft today. The first team All-SEC selection could very well go high in the WNBA draft as well. Many mock drafts have been made, and all of them seem to have one thing in common. That's that Jordan Horston could very well be a top 10 pick in the upcoming WNBA draft. Some even have her going top 5, and when you can score, rebound, pass, and play defense like she does, well, that's the stock you can carry. If she did go top 5, not many Lady Vols have done so as of late. Diamond DeShields, the last to do so back in 2018 when she was taken 3rd overall. But over the last decade of drafts, there's only one Lady Vol that has been picked top 5, and that would be DeShields. So if Horston does end up being a top 5 pick, she would join the likes of Shamika Holsclaw, Tamika Catchings, Carol Lawson, and Candace Parker. And that's not bad company if you want to be one of the top picks in the WNBA draft. We'll see where Horston goes April 10th and how high she is selected. Let's move on to Tennessee football now as they continue on with spring practice ahead of the orange-white game coming up next month. Joe Milton continues to be building on what he was doing last season. He ended up taking over as the starting quarterback in the final 2 games of UT's campaign when Hendon Hooker ended up going down with that season-ending torn ACL injury. Milton shined in the Orange Bowl, specifically garnering the MVP honor and leading the Vols to a win over Clemson. He says he's more comfortable being QB1 to start a season than when he was put in that position back in 2021. That was before Hooker took over. And now, well, how comfortable does he think he is? Well, he thinks this is how way better he is right now.
Way, when I say way, I mean a lot of Y's with the line above it to make the Y be repeated. Way better. I mean, it's just things that I didn't comprehend when I first got here. There's a lot more things that I see now that I didn't see when I first got here. I get to play more smooth, more calm, and just be me.
If Joe Milton is just him, well, that worked out pretty well for the Vols last season. Maybe he can bring them success that he did last season, and they can have a good record again this year. Back to you all.
Way better.
Way better.
Thank you, Karthik.
All right, we turn to your forecast. Cooler day today compared to yesterday for sure. Just below that 60-degree mark, and we're going lower than that tonight.
Chief Meteorologist Todd Howell joining us. And Todd, just a reminder, that's the warmest we've been today.
Yeah. It is way better right now with those clearing skies. skies and sunshine. Hope you're having a good Tuesday, folks. Yeah, we had the clouds, the cool temperatures. John and Robin, you're exactly right. I mean, we stayed in the 50s until 6 o'clock, and then we hit 61. That's our current temperature, the high so far today, thanks to the clearing, the sunshine. Now, a little bit of a trade-off, a beautiful evening ahead, but with the clearing skies and some chilly air moving in, a chance for scattered frost. So a humble reminder to be sure and cover up and protect the sensitive plants and flowers with a frost advisory in place tonight. We'll talk more about that in a moment. Beautiful view from our Gatlinburg camera. This is a live view from our downtown Knoxville camera. Here's what I like to see too. That sun is higher up in the sky. Of course, the day is getting longer, and yeah, we get to enjoy more of that nice daylight and a little bit of warmth while the sun is out this evening. 61 our current temperature. The winds are currently south-southwest at 8 miles per hour. Pressure steady, humidity 54%. A dew point temperature of 44 degrees. Dew points will be lowering into the 30s tonight as some of that cooler and drier air moves in. So that's why we have a frost advisory. When does it begin? 2 a.m. runs through 9 a.m. Wednesday morning. So just after midnight, a 7-hour period where we could see a chance for frost. Most valley areas will be just above freezing, but on the plateau and northern areas, you could be close to freezing, and all areas do have a chance for frost tonight, so protect the plants and flowers. All right, 61 the high, our average high 65, 49 the low this morning, average low 43. A trace of some light precipitation at the airport, and there's the monthly totals for March and, of course, for the year. Running a little bit of a surplus for both March and for 2023 so far. Here's a look at the latest satellite and radar. As far as radar goes, we had the rain showers in eastern areas early this afternoon, and as far as the satellite showing the clouds, seeing the clearing skies from west to east, and that's the process that will continue to take shape overnight. So with the clearing, the colder air slides in, frost possible in the morning, 36 degrees at 7 a.m., sunshine for your Wednesday, midday temperature, 55 degrees. Looks like a beautiful day tomorrow. Mostly sunny, very pleasant, 62. Looking at a warming trend for the rest of this week during the day. Now, tomorrow night, we could be back in the 30s. Another chance for scattered frost. So the next 2 nights, chance for scattered frost. Then we're in good shape the rest of the way for this week. 58 in Nashville, 59 in Memphis. Here's a look at the surface map. One area of low pressure, creating a little bit of those scattered showers toward the mountains and foothills earlier. Dry Wednesday and Thursday. We're jumping ahead now to the end of the week. Scattered showers part of Friday. Once again, a system moving in Friday night, late Friday night, early Saturday morning. That could give us some stronger storms late Friday night, early Saturday morning. But the good news for this first weekend of April coming up, high pressure builds in. The rest of our Saturday and into Sunday looks to be very pleasant and drier. Clearing and colder, again, that frost advisory tonight, low of 36 and mostly sunny tomorrow. A pleasant day, 62. Sunny and warmer, mid to upper 60s Thursday, 70s Friday, showers and storms late, and the weekend improving with highs in the upper 60s to near 70.
Todd, thank you.
A Knox County wrestling team recognized by the county commission. What Halls High's wrestling team, what they had to say about this honor, that's coming up.
And at 11 tonight, we hear from the family of an Anderson County man more than 2 years after he vanished. Their frustration with the lack of progress in this case and why they think something happened to him.
The car vanished almost 2 years ago.
I think personally he was abducted.
Help us find the vanished. Tonight at 11 on 10 News.
It would appear that
the butler did it.
But this isn't a whodunit film.
It's a Nissan sales event, and now that's a killer deal.
Good thing this Rogue has a VC turbo engine, unlike RAV4.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select models.
Catch these offers while you can.
Locally owned and operated for 20 years, CertaPro Painters of East Tennessee has delivered award-winning service for the painting industry. From timely arrivals and detailed proposals to professional conduct and consistent communication, count on CertaPro Painters to provide the gold standard of service for your home or business. Protect your most valuable asset with CertaPro Painters of East Tennessee. Scan now to schedule your free estimate and receive 10% off. CertaPro Painters. We do painting, you do life.
Before the Xfinity 10G network, we didn't have internet that let us play all at once.
Every device in every room?
Why are you up here? With speeds like this, I can't even dream of what he'll be able to do.
Get Xfinity Internet with 10 times faster upload speeds for just $25 a month during our limited time launch celebration.
You have no idea how good you've got it.
Huh?
What a time to be alive.
Introducing the next generation 10G network, only from Xfinity.
It's go time for the most unique country music experience in the country. The 2023 Windrock Park Shindig featuring Jordan Davis and special guest Chris Lane and Trey Landon. Saturday, April 22nd, Windrock Holland will be shaking with thousands of rowdy fans. Tickets are on sale now. Head to windrockshindig.com for more information. The 2023 Windrock Park Shindig. Country music the way it was intended.
Meet Stephanie and Bethany. Identical twins, both struggle with CPAP for their sleep apnea. But Stephanie got Inspire, an implanted device that works inside the body to help her sleep. Unlike her sister. There's more than one way to treat your sleep apnea. If you struggle with CPAP, look into getting Inspire.
Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Hey folks, it's Jake, and it's time to tip off the tournament at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville. During the month of March, you can take advantage of the madness by scoring deals just like these. Save up to $7,500 on your new Kia. Get up to $5,000 over book value for your trade. Take advantage of interest rates as low as 2.9%. Don't miss these bracket-busting deals. Hurry in before the buzzer sounds. Come cut down the nets at Rusty Wallace Ski of Knoxville, I-75 at Callahan Drive. Save up to $7,500 on your new Kia. Take advantage of interest rates as low as 2.9%. Come cut down the nets at Rusty Wallace Ski of Knoxville.
What an honor for this crew. The Halls wrestling team, recognized by Knox County Commission, honored with a county resolution for winning the TSSAA state title this year.
Hall's wrestling head coach says the team is honored to be presented this resolution. They can't thank the commissioners enough for the acknowledgement, and we say congrats as well.
Hats off to them, and we appreciate you watching. We'll have much more coverage of the school shooting in Nashville coming up next on NBC Nightly News, and we hope to see you back here for the night.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. So, which one do you want?
This one.
Wow.
Get 3.99 APR financing on a new Corolla, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance. Toyota, let's go places.
Wake up with the B Morning Show with Ashley, Roger, and Michelle. And get 10 weather updates throughout the day on B97.5.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Ray Varner Ford.
A 2019 Ford Ranger Lariat 4x4, $38,975. Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
Channel 10 presents the Tennessee Lottery Educator of the Week.
Kim Lewinberg strives to make an everyday difference in the lives of her Dogwood Elementary students. Every day is a new opportunity, and Kim's drive as an educator is to guide her students to work towards success. She truly enjoys challenging her students positively and fostering connections with them, their families, and community. Congratulations, Kim. You're our Educator of the Week.
Brought to you by the Tennessee Education Lottery, proud to have raised over $6.6 billion for education in Tennessee.
At the Bed Store, you already know that we're all about great sleep as Knoxville's favorite mattress store.
Favorite mattress store.
And of course, we're all about saving you the most money
on the best brands like Beauty Rest and Certa.
All about it! Of course, we'll upgrade your mattress set
to a sweet adjustable sleep system.
So sweet.
We'll also deliver
and set it up for free $99. Free! Because here at the Bed Store, we're all about you, and of course, we'll even tuck you in.
Explore an extraordinary model range of new and pre-owned Maserati models at Harper Maserati, conveniently located in West Knoxville. Step away from the traditional luxury offerings and experience Italian elegance, style, passion, and performance. Italian luxury is more obtainable than you think at Harper Maserati. Harper Maserati offers new Maserati SUVs starting as low as $63,500. Test drive a new Maserati today at Harper Maserati, located at 10045 Parkside Drive and online at harpermaserati.com.
There was a time when the world felt freshly painted, when meadows blossomed in brush-stroked bloom, and the tulips wove a tapestry of pastel light and morning dew. There was a time when we marveled at the beauty within us and at the art on all sides and all around. It was a glorious time. It was spring, this spring at Biltmore. Awaken to Biltmore in bloom.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today. Patio Enclosures.
Shop hot deals at Academy Sports and Outdoors online-only sale. Get up to 50% off great brands at the best prices. And if you find a better price, we'll beat it by 5%. Guaranteed. Visit academy.com. Deals end Wednesday.
It's round 2 of the Wheel of Fortune tournament, starring WWE Titans all day. Austin Theory, Bianca Belair, and Sonya Deville.
I was going to wear the same shirt today.
Weeknights at 7 on WBIR. Kaylee Bowers is here to help every day on WBIR.